Guangdong Tigers. Ni hao! Ni hao! Ni hao! The reason why his franchise has been so good the last few years.
Favorite video game, Sonic. That's when I stopped playing video games. It's Sonic the Hedgehog.
叩き潰してやるぜ。いや。
All right, guys.
Yo.
Yeah, man. Say, man. Hey, man. We bike. We already back, man. It's volume 38. Show Your Work Network, man. I am DJ Larry. To my right, you got Marcel.
Yo.
To my to my other right, you got my boy Banks in the cut. That's a scary sight.
Yeah, that's right.
And then there was a guy we had on the pod. I can't remember his name. I think they called him Nelson. I think Nelson's back this week.
Hola, yo soy Nelson. Soy la profesora de español and Bishop Sycamore. Nah, what's good? It's Nelson. I'm back on my bullshit. What's up, y'all?
Be straight.
Fault, man.
Hey,
I had to leave last week, man. You know what I mean? I went to go teach Spanish at Bishop Sycamore.
Hey, man, I just want to say, man, like last week, bruh, we held it down for you.
Y'all did. I appreciate y'all.
It was the Shield episode. You know what I'm saying? We had to hold it down, man. I tried to hold back some thoughts, but Marcel was in perfect form last week.
Perfect form.
B-Dot was on another one last week. Shout out to B-Dot as always. He green as fuck, but he got a heart of gold. We fuck with him, but man, yeah, we glad to have you back, bro.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for holding it down, man.
We man. My man enjoyed his trip with his lovely wife and everything, you know.
Yes, sir. I was gone for a week. Now I mean, I had to relax. But I was relaxed as fuck, bro. I ain't do nothing, bro. I went to the beach like 5 days out of the 7 days, bro.
So I have to ask the question. So
you have to ask me.
Yes. So call back to a few weeks ago when we did our mixtape list. I think that's volume 34. Great episode. You blew me away when you said that there is Church's Chicken out there in Puerto Rico. And then you showed us that you were not bullshitting and that there's Church's Chicken in Puerto Rico. My question is, did you partake in the Church's Chicken while you were there? And if so, is it still good?
Unfortunately, I did not, because I was just like, I thought about it, but I was like, oh man, like I gotta go to the local spots, you know. But next time I go, I'll partake
into that food.
Yeah, man, I had to go back home and have the food from back home. But
I feel you, man. But I mean, I understand. It's all cool. Also, PSA: if anybody know or can get the cotton candy Fagos to Marcel, hit my guy up. I repeat, if you can get the cotton candy Fagos in the 24-ounce bottle to Marcel, hit my guy up.
Please definitely hit me up with that, because we don't have Fagos in Kansas City. Like, I've never seen a Fago in my life.
Hey man, I'm about to look for a Fago if I can find one. I probably could find one somewhere, but I don't know if they got them in Carolina.
Shit, man, they got them bitches everywhere.
I know Memphis got it, bro. Like I said in the chat, I was like, niggas put drop in the Fagos, bro. So that shit sell like hotcakes, man.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, bro, from the city that I'm from, bro, niggas pull up in Sonic slushes, bro. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you, bro. niggas will get a motherfucking grape Sonic slush with some fucking nerds or Jolly Ranchers in that bitch, bro, and pour the fuck up, bro. I'm not bullshitting, bro.
Is it crazy to me, like, though, like, like when back in like when Lil Wayne was doing the lean and stuff like that, it was more of a Sprite and lime punch. Now I feel like it's like you can just mix it with anything now.
That's because niggas I don't want to dry snitch, but that's because certain niggas from certain areas of certain parts of USA, Harlem, decided to make everything about purple and purple swag and stuff like that. So these new niggas took it to another level. Now I'm not gonna lie, that maybe that needs to be a bonus episode that we have, guys. The rise and fall of lean. Maybe we should have an episode.
We can definitely tell who brought the down the lean, man. Justin Bieber. But that's a different story.
That's your speed right there, Marcel.
I can talk about that.
Because all of your favorite niggas ever, Gucci, Chief Keef, Future, I can go down the list, bro. This is the Codeine Crazy episode coming soon, y'all.
Oh yeah, that's perfect right there.
All right, so rest in peace, X7. But yeah, man, I'm glad you were able to kick it with your lady, man. Glad you was able to get out there and
Yes, sir.
how you feeding the sand and everything, man. I'm pretty sure.
All I did was eat Puerto Rican food and drink Medalla Lights, which is the beer in Puerto Rico, which is very good, I must say.
Okay.
And yeah, man, just enjoyed the sun. You know what I mean? Chilled out, saw some family.
All right. So I'm gonna ask this too. Since you was out there for real, you weren't just saying you was there. You was in the soil. You feel me? Who running shit out there, man? Is it Bad Bunny? Is it J Balvin? Who Kang out there, man?
It's bad. It's bad. J Balvin Colombian. I could get into that whole other discussion, but this like Colombian reggaeton shit, like I'm not gonna disrespect Colombians, but I'm gonna be honest here. Because Colombians are taking Puerto Rican sauce like 5-10 years after we do shit. Like all the Puerto Ricans, when salsa band stopped getting money in Puerto Rico, you know where they was getting money in? Colombia. And I told you my pops was a professional musician, played it. He told me the whole thing. You know what I mean? He told me about back in the day with X person. Well, that's a story I will tell. That's a Patreon story, but I'll tell you all that one day. But yeah, like reggaeton got like a nice little second win in Colombia, and that's because one of the main people who was there, like even before Daddy Yankee came out, like went over there. He was making money, and then Nicky Jam went out there and had to hide out there when he was not at his best. But it's Bad Bunny, bro. Bad Bunny running shit.
Bad Bunny.
Okay, so Colombia got the stepped on reggaeton. Okay, I got
Colombia.
You. All right.
Colombia is like, how can I explain it? It's like Colombia is like the bad boy hitman reggaeton. Like it's very poppy and cute and shit. You know what I mean?
I see the vision, God. I see you.
Yeah, yeah, we'll have that discussion one day how reggaeton is damn near rap adjacent, but I'll explain that one day. They also too had to go through a federal raid, just like a 2 Alive Crew and NWA did.
Well, if you want to segue into our first topic, we can. I mean, I think Bank's been holding something back. You know what I'm saying? But we ready whenever.
What Bank's holding
These
back,
niggas
bro?
can't hold me back.
I don't know, man.
Oh.
We trying to see.
Can't hold me back. Hold me back. All right. Hold on one second.
Hold on.
Is this what you referring to? These niggas holding me back? Should I clap back? Pause.
I beg your pardon.
Should I get 100,000? Should I get 100 guns, 100 clips? Nigga, I'm from New York.
Should you lean back?
Should I lean back? As Nelson just said. Is the shit real?
Hey, man,
I keep going with these references.
Hey, yeah,
y'all want to live my lifestyle, huh?
I didn't know if the theme music was going to drop. You was cutting a promo right there, bro. I ain't know. We might have to save that for later on.
Oh,
the talk.
I got you. No, I got you real quick. We are.
Yeah, man. Evolution theme is back, man. I talked all that shit.
Back, man.
Nelson's back, man. That chopped cheese poppy talk is back.
I'm back. I'm back on my bullshit.
Yeah, that shit hard.
Them New York City motherfuckers.
Goddamn.
Right. Hold on. I was like, I know this
Hey.
cheap ass laptop got to go, but I thought I was tripping.
Hey, boy, he is chopping screw, boy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Shouts
he
out
been
to
pulling
Rudy
up the
Soho.
lean.
He got Fago on that microphone.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we get
Larry, I'm gonna get with you after the pod, bro. I'm gonna get you straight, man. With the tech
Okay,
shit.
I don't know what the hell happened to my bad.
Hey, DJ Screw on your goddamn computer, man.
Goddamn, man. Anyway, yeah, man, you gotta choose, Nelson, between the niggas and the Puerto Ricans, man. Which one you going with, man?
Hey, man. Hey, I ride with those who are cool with the, you know what I mean, with the peoples. Here's the thing about this battle. I guess I gotta go first because I'm from New York, I guess, but I'm gonna pick Fat Joe on this one. Because the thing is, Fat Joe has hits in 4 decades.
This is a fact. I mean, this is a fact.
Because Ja Rule does have a good run. Ja Rule has a very nice 5-year run. I mean, it got cut really short, I would say.
It did get cut short.
But if you really think about it, like after the 50 Cent situation, like he had what, maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 really good songs. And after that, like it was current after that. He did a greatest hits album. Where Fat Joe, you got, you know, like you could kind of put 2 or 3 songs before Big Pun. You can use obviously the Big Pun run, which that's another discussion for another day. I'm not going to get into that because he did say it on New York, and he is probably right. He did have Pun's rhyme book. He has his little solo run after Pun passed, and then he got Make It Rain. Then you got another round, and then you got, you know, you got all the way up. Yes, sir. It's a very good. That's a very underrated Chris Brown feature nobody talks about.
Low key, that is a Chris Brown song. He was on that song more than Fat Joe.
That's a fact. You got like I said, Make It Rain. You got. I mean, you can even mention a song now. Like he got some, you know, he got hits in different decades. Like, and Fat Joe got a little bit of both. Where Ja does too, but I feel like people mention more of Ja's mainstream stuff than like the street stuff Ja did. Which, if you go into the Murder Inc. stuff, you can go to you know, right before that when he was still doing that until, you know, X called him out on it. Like,
that's why I feel like Ja in this battle don't make the most. Well, I'm gonna say it doesn't make sense because I mean he's got hits. Like we're like for the record, y'all, we ain't disrespecting Ja Rule's catalog. It's just Ja Rule for me, his shit would have hit much better if he was going against a much more street artist like 50 was. In that those disses you could compare, like, all right, I remember when this diss came out, I remember this. Like Joe just got songs and hits, and like Jara does too, but man, some of that shit ain't ringing off the same. You know what I mean? And it's only so many Ashanti hooks you can get off. You know what I'm saying? Before Joe just started really getting in his bag, man. I think this is gonna be ugly. Like, yeah,
they're gonna have to use the Freebird rule on this one with Ashanti, bro.
man, I ain't gonna hold you.
They should call it the New Day rule, man.
That's a deeper, darker criminal link. You feel me? I was gonna say, man, I got this score. All right, fuck it. I ain't going to New York no time soon, or Jersey no time, no way. I got this shit like 13-7, bro. Real shit. Like, yeah, it's gonna be rough, bro.
Here's the thing, too. I was gonna say, this is if Fat Joe, the Jadakiss Fabulous battle is the blueprints of any verses, where there's the mainstream hits versus the street hits, and what mainstream hits are better than. If Fat Joe goes the Jadakiss route, he wins this battle. If he tries to get cute though, he will lose. So,
Oh yeah, nah. He has to go. He has to mix in the hits for the ladies when Ja's doing that, but then he also needs to make sure he's playing those killer verses. He can't be doing cute shit the whole fucking night because then he gonna get out of here. But I also think too, and we've seen this. I think Fat Joe as a personality is gonna win this shit too because that motherfucker's just crazy off GP. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Ja Rule, like the last we see of Ja Rule was him at that Bucks game.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I guess not. And and for the last, the Fire Festival bullshit, and of course the infamous. Who the fuck wants to know what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this? Like, yeah, like,
hey man,
it's gonna be rough for Ja, but I mean, I'm gonna give Ja his flowers, but he gonna have a long motherfucking day. I guess my bigger
goosebumps.
I guess, yeah.
Bro, that needs to be a soundbite.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. Bro, Fat Joe really want to
got you.
Fat Joe really want to be Puerto Rican Umar so bad, bro.
He do. It was nothing. It was Corona everywhere in the building.
God bless.
God bless. Yeah. I'm not gonna hold you though. My biggest thing with this versus is not even Fat Joe and Ja. I saw this and I said, man, 50 really don't want to do this shit. 50 really is not interested in doing this because to me, those were his two opponents right there.
That's
Ja
true.
or Fat Joe.
Hey man, not to cut you off, he got bigger things to worry about doing the verses with God because he has no chill, and we saw that over the past 2 days.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How can I be insensitive, man? Since we talking, East Coast talk and all that right now. Rest in peace, Michael K. Williams, man.
Rest in peace, Omar. Yep.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to the legend, bro.
Gone but not forgotten, man. Sad situation, man. Prayers for his family, man. Peace and prosperity, my brother.
Man.
But with 50, man, like, so even in this landscape, you're right, Banks. He got bigger things to worry about. You're right. But let's be real about this. We know Jay ain't doing this shit. And we seen Jadakiss go on his victory lap twice now. So who is there left from the New York City area but Nas for me for him to do this shit against?
Nas ain't doing that shit.
Busta?
Who really want to see a Busta Rhymes in the verses, bro? And I'm not saying that in a good way. I like some of the Busta Rhymes songs, but who the fuck want to do that?
I mean, who else is out there?
That's why I said Nas, bro. Like, I think
nigga, True Life, Pat Poose.
What the True Life gonna end up stabbing somebody? So
he's trolling, bro.
Exactly.
He's trolling.
No, I'm serious. I like True Life. I like Uncle Murder. I like True Life. I like Pat Poose. If you want to have just grungy ass, dirty dirt under your nails and dirty ass Birdman lugs music, there you go. I want to hear that shit.
That's different though. I mean, I don't see them be on the verses. That's like some underground type shit though, like you said.
Oh no, I mean he can do it. I just don't think that. Here's the thing, bro. Like, I think if 50 does this shit, he wants to ensure that he doesn't lose, right? But my thing is against Nas. I mean, it's God MC, bro. I mean, what do you want me to say, bro? Like, I mean, 50 can play Candy Shop and all that shit, but when life's a bitch until you die, that's why you get high. Like, man, shit, it's a long day, bro.
You know what, bro? Nas could kill Candy Shop with the Hot Boys remix.
I mean, he could kill that shit with Uchi Wally. I mean,
if he really wanted to.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. Like, that's a deeper battle, but
Nas too cool for school for verses, bro. He ain't gonna do that shit.
You know what? I feel like he would because Nas got a lot of respect for Swiss. He got a lot of respect for Swiss and Tim. So I don't think he's against it, but I do feel like though for something like 50 and Nas though, because you know 50 is a hustler. 50 gonna want a cut from that shit. He gonna try to have that shit on pay-per-view. He gonna try to get, you know what I'm saying? 50 gonna try to get at least, you know, a good $10 out you or something, bro. He gonna charge you like you going to the club for real, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna have to purchase a goddamn bottle of Brunson cognac and scan the QR code to get in that bitch, bro.
Okay, so funny story, bro. So 50 Cent just came to Kansas City last week. And my mom actually got his liquor and got a picture with him as well. So yeah, if I can get that picture of her, I'll show you guys.
Okay. Is that about to be your stepfather? Where are we going with this?
Nah.
Come on, man, relax, nigga. Chill out, nigga. This nigga, man.
Nah, hey,
Yo, having
bro.
50 as a stepfather, I'll be miserable.
Bro.
Like nothing is good enough for him.
Bro, nah, it's better than R. Kelly.
All right.
Oh man.
What else we got?
I'm sorry, mama. I apologize.
Nah, you put that Black Queen out there last week, bro. That was on you.
I'm sorry, mama. I didn't mean to hurt you, make you cry. But tonight, I'm throwing out your R. Kelly merch.
She's not throwing that shit in the trash no time soon.
Man, that cigar. Hey, man, like, you know what you need to do? You want to go viral, Marcel? When they get that nigga, you know, jury verdict and all that shit, record her reaction, bro. Make a TikTok out that bitch. Watch that bitch go viral.
So, with that though, man, I feel like she knows it's gonna happen, so she's not gonna be so surprised. But she is gonna still be sad though.
You gonna see how bad your mama was down when 12 Play Part 4 came out, nigga. I'm trying to tell you, better record that shit.
My mom's a huge R. Kelly fan. Man. That's how that shit rubbed off on me, bro. That's why I like R. Kelly so much.
Man,
Bro, why is Carlos Boozer on AEW?
I beg your pardon, sir. I beg your pardon, bro.
You talking about Scorpio Sky? Scorpio Coon?
Bro, because I ain't watching this, so that's why I'm sitting here. I'm like, bro, what is Carlos Boozer doing? I'm thinking he dead the fuck serious. I'm like, what the fuck?
I thought he was all elite. I was about to say I wouldn't be surprised.
I was like, are they still in Chicago? Did they just say
The only thing Carlos Boozer is elite in is all Beijing wrestling, bro.
I was gonna say, are they still in Chicago? Did they just say, damn it, we can't find any Bulls players. Carlos, hey.
I'm back. I told y'all, man.
Nelson is hilarious, bro.
I'm back.
Carlos Boozer, bro. Wow.
Carlos Boozer being Scorpio Sky is hilarious.
Man.
Bro, we got Carlos Boozer. We got Woody Page, and who's this motherfucker? Who's Jimmy Garoppolo doing here, bro?
Token
pro.
Token niggas in AEW. But speaking of token niggas from Chicago, do we want to get into this Donda album?
You said it, not me.
Yeah, you guys can talk about it. Your boy did not listen to it yet.
I listened to it one time and one time only.
That's all you need to hear.
Hey, Marcel, guess who's going to jail tonight? R. Kelly.
Is it official?
Hey man, let me say this too, man. I'm getting triggered as I'm even getting my thoughts together. Can we as a union of people just make like a PSA public service announcement and like, can we just stop playing with God's name, bro? Like the real one, not the one that y'all be calling yourselves on track, but the man upstairs, the Lord, El Shaddai. Can we stop? Like God gonna pay my bill tonight, bro. God ain't got nothing to do with your foolishness, bro.
Larry, go ahead and pod, bro, because hey, me and my guy was talking about that from Chicago the other day, my brother. So I want you to go ahead, talk your shit so I can come in. We ain't gonna joke too much in this segment. I don't think people. We about to get into some serious shit.
Yeah, because peace and prosperity, and I respect people's beliefs, bro. And you know what I'm saying? If you feel like you God body, I respect that too, man. We all God's creatures. We all his creation. So it's only right that we look like him in human form, bro. I understand that. But, bruh, God ain't got nothing to do with these rollouts, yay. God ain't got nothing to do with you making $15 million a show and having people packed in paying $70 for a bag of peanuts, bro. God ain't got nothing to do with this, bro. God has nothing to do with these designer masks, you doing Akira cosplay, these big ass freak ass bubble jackets and shit you been wearing, bro.
This
like,
man had
this
man had a red coochie jacket on, bro.
Bro, like
He got a red coochie jacket and the fucking and he got the fucking AKI Man mask from WWF No Mercy, bro.
Bro, like the man, bro.
I understood that reference.
That's a great reference.
Hey,
y'all,
listen, I'm back, man. I told you.
Hey, that's
Carmelo. I'm back.
Hey, that's the cover. That's the cover for the episode. Kanye West is Aki Man. That's it. Kanye West is Aki Man. That's the motherfucking title right there. Got y'all. If y'all was outside or inside rather in 2000, go Google Aki Man, and y'all gonna know what the fuck we talking about, man. Yeah, man. Like, bro, what does God have to do with Travis Scott and this foolishness, bro? Like, I'm not saying. I'm just trying to. Hold on, thanks.
Put Aki Man on the Travis. I'll put Aki Man on the Summer Jam screen for people who don't know who Aki Man is.
Like,
got you.
Like, bro, this Christian trap album that you tried to make, like, without the cussings, like, bro, it don't hit, bro. It really don't hit, bro. Like, if you would, nigga, I didn't see Westside Gunn do better with the old gospel samples and sampling them and putting them out, you know what I'm saying? And then just talking about cocaine. Like, if we gonna do that, then go all the way with it. Like, why are you doing this sacrilege, my brother? Like, I'm not getting it. Like, just stop. Just stop. Like, I know you're not gonna stop making music. I get it. I know Kanye is one of the people that he's gonna make something for the moment in time that he's in right now, bro. But God ain't got nothing to do with this promo tactic of you and Kim breaking up, bro. Like, he ain't got nothing to do with this, bro. None. So, I don't know, man. Like, like I said, bro, if I want to go listen to old Kanye, I got old Kanye to listen to. It was a great run. But as my dog Amp from Random Acts of Podcast said about Dom Kennedy, we getting to the point now where Kanye been ass longer than he was good. Pun intended. So, yeah, man.
I ain't listen to that shit. So, yeah. And probably won't listen to it. Like, go ahead.
No, I got Marcel. Go ahead, bro.
So, yeah. Like,
yeah, go ahead, Marcel, because I can't go that far with it, Larry.
You know, all my friends, I'm a 26-year-old man. All my friends look up to Kanye. They love Kanye. They think Kanye is literally the best artist that ever came out. And me personally, Kanye is great. He's a musical genius, but these last couple albums and stuff like that been a no-go for me. Even though I did like Life of Pablo, I did like that. It was different. It was cool. I like it. But okay, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, listen to one song. Oh my God, Kanye, this is amazing. No.
Let me say something about Life of Pablo, because Life of Pablo, I've had time with it now. Life of Pablo has some songs that I'll go back and listen to. Wolves is still a great song to this day. My favorite song on there, No More Parties in LA. But honestly, when I go back for it, I listen to Kendrick verse. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not gonna act like Life of Pablo is just. Thanks is crazy, man.
Hey, he did that one quick, bro. That's good.
Hey, we need to call those Boozer one now.
Nah, you gotta put them. But nah, back to what I was saying about Life of Pablo. Like, it's great. Like, it's got its moments on there, right? And I wasn't even mad at Yeezus, even when it came out, because I understood the different direction it was coming in. It's just, when you look at, we want to talk about when Kanye first started, right? And I'm not talking about for like the main industry people. I'm talking about like the niggas who actually had them Kanye tapes from like 2002 and shit. If we looking at 2002, Ye going into College Dropout, which is 04 and shit, and then we get to 2011, that's 9 years, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, like I said, like even though I like his stuff on, Watch the Throne more than Jay, I rarely go back and listen to Watch the Throne. So for me, that's a good 8-9 year run, and then now we got this 10-year run from 2011 to 2021. All right, good music project, cool. He took, it started with that Chief Keef shit, you know what I'm saying? Like taking that wave, and we see what he's doing now with nigga songs and shit. Yeezus, Life of Pablo, and then these last couple projects, Basura. So it's like, what are we doing? Like, I'm just gonna say this. I'm not one of them niggas that's just overly happy that him and Kid Cudi are back cool. That's nice, peace and prosperity, but the music been ass to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that shit cool for a moment and shit, but that shit ass. And then we're gonna get into it later, but it's like, B-Dot made a great point last week. He was talking about, niggas and the content they put out, even when they were beefing about shit. And it's like niggas have been in too much competition with each other and focusing on what another man is doing instead of putting out great music, man. And it just feel like these last couple albums have just been like, all right, what that high yelling nigga from Toronto doing? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just like dropping actual classic music, because this just ain't been it, bruh. And if you respect the album, you respect the album. I respect your opinion, you know what I'm saying? But nah, DJ Larry ain't listening to this shit, bruh. I'll keep it a buck. I'm with Marcel on this, bruh. Skip.
Yeah, it's not for me either, too, man. If any nigga have an issue with that, deal with it, bro. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm not about to sit here and say, listen to this shit and say this shit is hard. No, man. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, bro. I don't want to listen to that. That's why I'm taking so long just to even give it a chance, because I know I'm not gonna like it. So I'm cool on it. I still like Kanye. I'm still gonna buy his shoes because his shoes are comfortable as hell. But when it comes to the music part, hey man, fight me, bro. Fight me. That's all I gotta say.
You was gonna do that anyway. That's just how you are.
Kids that said they didn't let the GDs in the door fight you. That's who you want to fight. That's light work.
Hey,
niggas ain't listening to Kanye no more. The jig been up for about 10 years now, bro.
Yeah. Let me say this too, man. Let me go ahead and get banned from my affiliations, man. You GD niggas wrong as hell for this shit, man. Like, I see what y'all boys trying to do, man. And y'all niggas just wrong as hell, man. Y'all need to repent,
Larry,
bro.
Larry.
Just saying,
Larry.
Bro. I know I'm on FCC
Larry.
airways, bro.
I keep saying your name like I'm your uncle. Larry. We got to have that conversation off air or on the bonus episode, because I'll just say that,
Hey, man.
I feel you.
All right. Let me. I'm gonna mute my mic, man, before I get too. I'm gonna start preaching in here. All right, bro.
All right, so I guess first of all, bro, MJF needs to stop going to Tammy someone else, bro. This motherfucker ears are fucking browner than his face, bro. First of all, I'm just saying that. Second of all, I'm gonna leave with love on Donda. If it was 13 to 14 songs, and we're gonna get into it with the next album we're gonna discuss, it wouldn't be a bad album. There needs to be quality control. Like, I understand the streaming numbers. I agree. Get it. Maybe I'm still stuck in my ways, but actually, let me ask y'all a question before I get into Donda. Is there a classic album that is over 17 songs?
No.
We're not. Don't count the double discs. We're not gonna count.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. No,
we're not gonna count.
Let me ask you a question.
Life After Death.
Does Doggy Style count as a double disc?
No, that was only like 14 songs, if that.
Okay.
Doggy Style, I think was 6. Wait, what did you say? Doggy Style?
Mm-hmm.
No, Doggy Style was Doggy
like 14, 15 songs at the most.
Okay.
Hold on,
if
bro.
that.
I'll have to. I'm just going off the top of my head.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Ooh. Dog
TM
Motivation 101
okay.
was 19. So
Yeah, I'm gonna say TM 101.
Doggy Style was 19 songs. So yeah.
See,
Really?
yeah.
Well, if you count, because here's the thing, if you count the skits, it's 19 because Apple Music fucked around with it and made it like 13 songs, and it fucked me up because I could have sworn when I had the CD it was 19.
Yeah.
It's
That's
19, but the way they format it and with sample clears, it's only 13 on DSPs. But if you look at like the proper track list, like I have the vinyl, it's 19 songs.
So Nelson, to answer your question, I'm gonna say it like this. There are some, but it's few.
Okay,
It's rare.
There's one more. It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
Shit, because Get Rich or Die Trying is.
I guess if you count the bonus tracks, it's 19.
Okay.
Even though it's really 16, but that's fine.
Okay, but so my point is that you can get there. You can get there. It's just it's a rare feat for it.
It's super rare, man. Like I prefer any album. I prefer 13 to 15 songs. That's perfect. That is a perfect number of range of songs that a person can have.
Yeah, and that's original songs. So you have interludes and stuff on there too. But like to get 17 original, non-skit, fully produced, fleshed out songs is tough. And even when we go into the next artist, you know what I'm saying? I feel similar in what you're saying, because that argument holds true for what we're finna talk about next, like for sure. So yeah, it's rough, man. But I mean, how many songs is on College Dropout?
I want to say 18, but I may be wrong. Hold on, let me check. I'll tell you right now.
Because I think College Dropout and late registration for sure got like
late registration was 20 something.
Yeah.
Last call, okay. Last call was College Dropout was 21. Yeah, there's not a lot that are more than 18.
Yeah,
songs,
that's what I'm saying. Because even Graduation, which was damn near my favorite from Kanye, just personal preference, that's 13 tracks.
13.
You know what I'm saying? Because Big Brother is 13, so it's like, yeah, man, it's tough to get there. So I mean, I understand, and I mean, really and truly, man, not even just track list wise, but when you get to like putting an hour, 60 minutes of great music together is tough. I mean, look at a lot of these guys who are putting out. We went from getting, man, I can't even fit all this shit on one CD when you used to have to burn that shit to, damn, bro, I can put 2 projects on one CD now because it's just going, everybody's putting out albums that's like what we know as the LP has changed, bro. That shit is now like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. You know what I'm saying? From a lot of dudes. Because, I mean, we ain't even getting third verses anymore, bro.
Shit, you get hook verse hook and you're out.
That's it.
I'll like, there are some good songs on Donda. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's all bad, but there needs to be some, I guess, quality control. I guess like there's some I'm like, I could have done without this, especially the end of the album. Like there's some good songs. Like I actually like the 5-year feature. I like Off the Grid a lot.
A lot of people. I'm sorry to cut you off, but a lot of people said 5-year Foreign had the best verse.
He had a very good verse. I actually like, even though I'm like, okay, yeah, they transitioned into the drill beat really well. I actually like the transition, even though I didn't really care for the drill beat. But it was how they did. I'm like, oh shit, wait, I realized like it was a drill beat. There was that. Hurricane was good. I like the West Side Gun and Conway song. I like the Jail Like and Lock song. Like there's some good features, but it got to a point where I'm just like, all right, is this gonna end? Like I'm just like, all right, cool. Like I'm like, oh shit, I'm only on 16. I got 10 songs left. Like I just got, I don't want to say I got tired of it, but it's just like 27 songs is too fucking much.
That's a lot of songs.
Like you gotta give me 14. Like I know Kanye has a couple 20, 21 song albums, but like I think there's no middle ground. It's either there's too much or there's too little, and I feel like there was just too much. But regardless, if he cut maybe half of the songs, I would have like enjoyed it even more. And I mean, I do agree. Kanye's output is a very hit or miss. Like Ye, fucking, I listened to Ye. Maybe I think I listened to maybe half of Ye and I hated it. That album fucking was garbage. I'm sorry. The Nas album he produced was not good. I'll be honest with that.
Kids See Ghost, bro. I mean, it's
Kids See Ghost was okay.
Not
I mean,
me,
it was.
Man.
I mean, if I had to say what was the best out of that run of projects, it's Kids See Ghosts, and that. But that's not saying
over Daytona.
No, I'm not. I'm not mentioning like stuff that he wasn't on. I'm mentioning like the stuff he did, like the stuff he did with Cudi and like Ye and Nasir, like that.
Well, I was like, Daytona kicked all that shit off.
Oh well, actually, yeah. So if we're bringing him the production stuff, then I would say of course Daytona's the best project. But if I had to mention stuff that he was actually on, like rapping or being like a part of, like aside from the beats, like the Nas album was not good. Like Kids See Ghost was okay, and I mean Ye was just a hot piece of shit. Like
didn't that Tiana project drop at that same time too? Didn't he?
Nah, it never dropped. I don't think it never dropped. If I'm not
no,
mistaken.
it did drop, but like she was pissed at how it got promoted and stuff.
Yeah, because I remember Pusha doing a whole, when he was on the Joe Budden podcast talking about how niggas just leave their album to Ye and don't sit there with him, and then when it come out, they be like, "Well, why did it come out that way?" type of deal. So, but that, I mean, I understood what he was saying on that, because you do have to sit down with your project. But at the same time, like, if you supposed to be doing a project with this musical genius, because, hey, forget what I'm saying and how I feel about Donda, you feel me? We can't take away what Kanye has done, that he is indeed a musical genius. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want a real in-depth review, Banks did a great job on Banks versus Davis podcast when he talked about how he, viewed the album, things like that. But it's like, at this point, bruh, like, I hold certain people to a certain standard. And when Kanye puts himself up there on, the GOAT list and all this, like, you gotta deliver for me. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not gonna deliver, I'm not sitting in my room like mad as a motherfucker. Fuck Kanye, he didn't drop what I wanted. Like, I'm not doing that. But it is like, damn, bro. Like, I guess I got to keep listening to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, or I got to keep listening to Graduation, because this just ain't hitting for me, bro. So I'm gonna shut up because I've said enough. But I'm gonna let you guys continue, man.
Can I? Never mind. I ain't gonna get into My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy discourse, but never mind.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
It's an overrated album. It's overrated. It's a very good album, but I don't like how people act like that.
Okay, moving on.
No.
I'm gonna be honest. I really like that album. I don't like how people act like that album was reinvented the wheel of rap. I hate that.
I can respect that.
It's a great return to form.
Okay.
And I treat it as that, and that's it. But I love Good Friday. I love everything about it. But if we're gonna be honest here, like, I don't like how people act like that's a top 5 album of all time in rap. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, I will like, and I like it. I'm not, and that's the thing. A lot of people think just because people have this weird discourse with that album where it's like, it's either it reinvented the real, like it fucking invented hip hop, or like you're a hater. And it's like, no, like I can appreciate the fact. That's like me saying American Gangster is better than Reasonable Doubt. Like, no. It's like, nah.
Let's talk about it for a little bit.
American Gangster. You know what? Okay, here we go. I guess because I do comparisons. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is like Kanye's American Gangster.
I see where you're going.
Like, it's the return to form. Oh, he still got it. He could do this. This is the Kanye we know him for. This is the Kanye we love him for. He's just older. He did some more wild shit. Like, this is the I can still do this album. Like, it's not the when I discussed DMX or the artists where they had their I can rap albums. This was like, this is my return to form. Like, I'm still great. I'm the musical genius y'all love me for album. But I just don't like that it reinvented the wheel of rap. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. It's a very good album. It's a very good album. It's great, classic. It's great.
I just want to chime in and say that I may be one of the few people, and maybe I get banned from this podcast for saying this, but I thought that the actual Good Friday songs as a whole were better than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. But
you are not alone.
Because I feel like Christian Dior Denim Flow kills a lot of stuff that was on that album, but I also understand sample clearances and things of that nature.
Lord was very good. Even though Swiss Beats rapped about nothing for 2.5 minutes, Lord was incredible. I don't want to say, okay, maybe I'm wrong because Chloe's wilding out saying that I'm saying it's overrated, but I just think I don't like people act like I'm saying like, but y'all know this. Y'all see how the discourse is about that album. I think that first of all, we heard half of those fucking. You know what? Okay, I have a better one. You know what My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is? It's the 2010s Jay-Z Volume 2 album. You heard half the fucking album before it came out. You already knew what was gonna be on it. He added a couple things on there, and it's a very good album. It's the Volume 2 of. It's like Volume 2 for Hove.
I mean, I feel you. I feel you. That Justin Bieber song at the time was hard. That's before we knew he was a racist. But yes, Chloe, that was hard. I'm gonna stand on that one. How can I say this? I mean, I like American Gangster because, like I said, it's a certain song. Like to this day, for me, Jay has yet to make another Party Life. Just personally, and that's not even like the hardest song, it's just the sonics of it. You know what I'm saying? So I get you on that, but yeah, like I mean, My Beautiful is not it's in my top Kanye albums, but it's not like number one. No way. No way.
I would agree with. I don't like if you love it and you think it is the God level, like that's fine. I'm not gonna kill you for it, but as somebody who listened to Kanye a lot, and maybe it's because he kind of fell out of favor with people at that time because that's when he started really wilding, I guess.
Now I will say this though. 2010, if you look at that year, maybe that's another bonus episode. I believe that album definitely birthed a lot of hype beasts for sure. That album is like Genesis for hype beasts. Like,
those are the people. But those are the people. Like Chloe said, it didn't reinvent the wheel, which I respect. Shout out to Chloe. Thank you for being honest about that, because that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of the hype beasts who say, "Oh, I listen to," I'm like, bro, y'all fucking act like this is a top 5 album all time. I can name 25 albums better than it.
So, and it also speaks to the type of artist, because again, if you go look at certain people's interviews. I can just tell a lot. I can tell a lot by a person when they tell me like what their favorite album from artist is. Like, and don't get me wrong, I love Recipe to Goat, but like it tell me something if you tell me you like Off the Wall more than you did Thriller. You know what I'm saying? It tell me a lot if you like Machiavelli over All Eyes on Me. So with this Kanye thing, like it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people who like. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but then you can tell. Preferential. Yeah, it's preferential. But again, you could tell who it influenced, because I've seen Travis Scott say that's his favorite album, and it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. But then you got guys like Drake who idolized Jay. You could tell what College Dropout did for him. You know what I mean? Like you could tell what that Jace era of Little Brother and all that did for Drake too. So it's like. I get it, man, but nah, I can't put it up there, man. But Banks, you was gonna say something, brother. We went on a little tangent.
Yeah. All this slander. Hey, man, listen. If you like it, I love it, nigga. That's all I can say, bro. That's the only time y'all hear me quote J. Cole. That's all I really got to say about that, man. Because it's like I'll just say this about My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. It didn't change rap. It never will, because people to this day still don't understand what the fuck he made. I don't even know if you can call those beats rap beats other than the hi-hats and the snares. That's literally it. That shit is something different. I was thinking about that last year, and I'm thinking about it this year. It'll never be an album like that. And I'm talking about all genres because the shit doesn't make sense and it works. With the Donda album, I think he tried to double down on that again, per se, but make it a little bit lighter. The problem is, and I think the album is great. How many times do I listen to it after this year? I can't tell you just because it's fucking 27 songs and I cut it down to, I think about 15 songs or so. Somewhere around that. It's a great album. Sonically, it sounds good. The lyrics are actually pretty good. I don't know who wrote his verse for Jesus Lord, but they snapped on that. Whoever wrote that, A plus for that. But you know, I'm not gonna hold it up too long, but for what Larry said, it's 100% accurate. And I was having, like I said, a conversation with somebody the other day about that. It's like you saying this is for Jesus, who you said saved you. You know, I still kind of question that, even though it's 2 albums deep, and it's kind of like, all right, I'll fall back a little bit. But the things you do are not Christ-like per se, Savior-like, God-like, anything. With religions, all religion, even if you don't have religion, it all goes back to love and love amongst each other. So with him, you know, in the past week, and that's how you know God gonna expose anything that you're doing wrong. Because T-Pain said around the Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy time that he told T-Pain blatantly, yo, that line is trash, that bar is trash. But then he took it and used it. And T-Pain just said that recently, a couple of days ago. Then you got the engineer saying they've been up for 33 hours straight. One of them said he couldn't see because he was over exhausted. The other one overslept, and then he was fired. Both of them were fired. And then they said Kanye told them personally, the engineers, go find God. My nigga.
Which is wild.
That's crazy.
I just want to
say, shout out to the I got like my fault.
I was just gonna say, bro, real quick. I'm sorry for cutting you off, my brother. I just want to say, whoever posted those texts and did not put 30 hours the song behind it missed a great opportunity. I just wanted to say that. Y'all go ahead.
Hey, I just want to say shout out to that engineer, the one who was up for 30 hours, Irko. He actually, I don't know if you know, but that guy actually engineered like most of Jay's later work. Like he did Kingdom Come.
Boo, like that suck.
Bro, I said
Look at where you interject in, bro.
I just said he wrote.
Shitty ass album.
Hey, I just said he made the album. I said he engineered, bro. What the fuck?
That suck.
He's actually a very nice guy. Actually, I actually talked to him like once or twice.
I'm pretty sure he's a cool guy.
He's actually mad cool.
Look at what you get triggered at, my nigga. Like,
no. Before you talk again, Nelson. Also, what kind of triggers me, I want to know your point with this one is, Larry, that you said that the All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli, 7 Days Theory. Me personally, I think 7 Day Theory is Tupac's best work, in my opinion. So.
You're not wrong.
No, absolutely.
You could be right. You could be right.
I feel you. And it's funny because if I had known we were gonna get into Machiavelli, I would have brought my brother on for this one, like right now. Man, okay. Let me say this: when I was saying that, I was using artists, you know, just because you know you have artists who have great albums, and that's just what I was thinking of. But you know, when I was saying that, I guess a better example would have been Me Against the World. Because I do feel like Machiavelli is a classic certified. Like, don't get it twisted. But for me, it's weird with Pac because like I enjoy all of Pac's discography the same in a certain sense. Because I feel like even with the Humpty and all that shit, right? Mm-hmm. I still appreciate it because one thing about Tupac showing that back then, especially coming up on his music to a certain degree, I like the different variety that he offered. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel like every song was the exact same. Now, of course, toward the end, it's a whole bunch of thug life shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I do like the, you know, variety of that.
A whole lot of Hennessy and enemies.
Yeah, and I like what Banks had to say earlier too, in his opinion, because I agree. You know, as far as sonically, you know, I'm one of those people. I can see what you were trying to do, and I can see the vision of what you're trying to do, and I can respect that. But I can also take that away and just tell you what my ears are hearing, and my ears are saying this is trash. Like, that's just me. Like, and I know that sounds mad disrespectful, but it's just for real. I can see where he was going with it, because if we looking at it from an art landscape, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, he's right. Like, I think Kendrick came close with Pimp a Butterfly, but it's been a while, and it probably won't be a long time before you get an artist that gives you the full artist, not rapper, not producer, but artist spectrum the way Kanye does. So I'm gonna definitely give Ye his props on that. But yeah, man, my ears are like, nah, bro, I can't listen to this shit, man. And just to end my point on it about Christianity and stuff like that, I mean, here's the thing, bro. Jesus sat with the sinners. He didn't sit with the high and mighty. You feel me? But at the same time, just don't be making songs about how God gonna post your bill tonight, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, just just leave the big Lord out of certain stuff, bro. Certain songs you can, do your thing, man. But just, telling niggas they gotta find God after having them up for 30 hours, like they on a coke binge or something, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's just it's wild. Like, having engineers held hostage while you sleep in a literal cottage under a stadium is crazy. Like, it's just there's no other guy who can get away with this. Like,
man was doing push-ups in a locker room and shit.
like Kanye was doing the Goldberg, bro. Like, they had that man doing the Goldberg pre-warm up, bro. Like, push a T
backstage, WCW
yes,
backstage assault.
Yes, Fabio and Pusha T with the security guards. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should have banged on his door. He should have came out like Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how he was doing that, bro.
Loki, that have been fire.
Hey, there's a Chloe who made a comment too that 808's better than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. To be honest,
hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
The album changed music.
What I will say,
really good. I have that on vinyl.
I will say I don't think it's better per se, but do I think okay, the way people act like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy had Hennessy and enemies. Nah, the way like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, how people discuss how that had an impact. I think they should be discussing that with 808's Heartbreaks, even though people do discuss it. But
that's a fire album, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
I think 808's had a very big impact.
So they like 808's is what, 12 songs, and then this is what?
Yes.
And then this My Beautiful is 10 songs, right? Okay. So the last couple songs, I had to go back and look at the track list. I just know the last couple songs on 808's fall off. But when we talking sonically, oh, bro, Welcome to Heartbreak and Paranoid, nigga, nah.
Paranoid is incredible.
Nigga.
Bro, get Todd Dillinger off my TV, bro.
Paranoid is, bruh, to this day, ain't nobody making nothing like Paranoid, bruh. Nothing. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. So, listen, we could talk about Kanye literally the whole episode, bruh. But, yeah, man, nah. But, salute, man.
Get this nigga beat that out of here.
What did B-Dot say, bruh?
I'm not saying it.
I'm not posting that B-Dot.
Nah, don't do that.
I can't see what this
That'll be for your bonus episode. Hey, I'm trying to get B-Dot to record every week so he can get his crazy shit off for at least an hour. He can stop brushing his hair. Stop brushing your hair, nigga, and just do a bonus episode every week. You can say whatever you want for an hour.
Bro, this man brush his hair and just have like a crop dust of tweets just pop.
Hey, out. Marcel, I'm on my phone, so just, I don't know. Text it to me, bro.
If you go to chat and go to comments.
Yeah,
I'll leave it at
I'm
that.
sitting in the comment section, Larry.
This nigga is wilding, dog. This nigga's tripping.
Hey, man.
Beat that. I'm not even gonna respond. I'm just gonna pray for you, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna pray
At
for
this
you.
point, I'm gonna pray for you too.
Ain't
bro.
a prayer.
That one was wild.
Nah. Prayer move mountains, my boy. We ain't gonna do that. I ain't listen. We ain't gonna do that, man.
Well, this nigga's a volcano, bro.
Man, listen. God is real, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
Hey, speaking,
This nigga wilding, dog.
oh, man.
Hey, man.
B dot, you wild for that boy. You wilding.
All right, man.
Speaking of Drake and Kanye, which I don't, whatever. Did y'all hit a life at a party shit or not?
Yeah, man. Let's have a conversation about that, bro. Like, cause I know Banks respect Andre like I respect Andre, bro. Why he waste the Andre verse like that, bro? Like, can we honestly like, fam?
He didn't know. He didn't know Kanye was gonna say that. He released a statement.
No. I'm talking about Ye. Why would you do that after hearing what Andre had to say? Mike, you could have put
It's
that.
Kanye, bro.
I know, but that's why I'm mad at that whole thing because, bruh, it's three stacks, bruh. Y'all want to talk about niggas that you ain't gonna get again? Let's talk about 3 stacks for a minute, bruh. Like, let's talk about how ain't nobody finna call out Outkast in none of these verses because they got hits after hits after hits. Let's talk about how the greatest hip hop group duo is from the South and changed the game. Like, let's talk about that for a little minute. So for Andre 3000 to step out his comfort zone and give you a way better verse, I forget what the last song he did with Ye, but he gave Ye an all-time verse, and then he just wanted to mention Juanita JCV, bro. Like, come on, fam. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, what are we doing? Like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting triggered, bro. Y'all go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know, my thing about that when he dropped that, got brought up the leak song. I kind of feel that it kind of diminished Drake because people actually want to like that song, and Drake brought that song out right before Certified Lover Boy, even though it still did better than Donda, but I still feel like that song right there just gave Kanye more onto his streaming and stuff like that. They made him go back and listen to that song on Donda, then go back and listen to that song again. So I kind of feel like Drake kind of fucked himself up over with that just a little bit. That's just me though.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I don't think so, but I'm gonna tell you what I think he does. Because for me personally, if you pay attention, bro, I felt like there was no way in hell Kanye, especially now, today's Kanye is gonna outsell Drake. Just because think about how long it takes for the official quote unquote Drake album to drop. I mean, it's been 3 years. You feel me? He drops every 2 or 3 years for what he calls his album. Y'all can't see me, but quotation album. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so I knew Drake was going to do big numbers, but I mean, it just shows like when you so focused on something, like these two niggas is obsessed with each other, bro.
Yeah, they really are.
And it's getting weird, bro. I know, like, we joke about like the AEW, WWE fans, like, being obsessed with each other. But like the thing is, like, I can get on here and say, man, Marcel really love them crackers, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then when I get off, I ain't thinking nothing else about it. These niggas is literally sitting there thinking, wonder what Drake had for coffee today. I wonder who Drake saw today. Did Drake go play basketball today? Like, they just like, it's like they like telekinesis linked to each other, bro. It's weird, bro. Like, it's like, I ain't gonna say it, but it's weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't rock with it, dog. Like, I'm hoping that someday we can get the end of this so they can both go on to make better music. But yeah, man. The same way they had the OVO mole We need to find out who the good music mole is, man.
Yeah, they you're right about that, man. That kind of already accepts with each other, it's kind of, homosexual, but whatever. But I don't know, man. I just want music that's good. That's why I have not really listened to Certified Lover Boy, except for that Too Sexy song, which is actually really, really good. But other than that, man, I'm like I said, I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna definitely listen to the whole album. I'm just gonna wait on it.
Marcel, please stop listening to Sada Baby all day. Please.
I don't listen to Sada Baby. I listen to Sada Baby.
Name all them ignorant rappers you listen to.
Ignorant rappers are like Pooh Shiesty, Playboy Cardi, Ruga. He was just at Kanye shit.
He was on that.
Nudie, Tracy T, Arch Poppy,
Man.
CML, Rio, the Young OG.
Shout Rio.
Lord
like
Jesus.
It, bro.
He listen,
bro.
Hey, man.
Bro,
I love
This
it.
man be listening to that flamboyant Prince of Persia music, bro.
Hey, no. Nelson said it, bro. He said the Castlevania music.
Zesty Castlevania.
Zesty cat.
That was
Bro, that's
funny.
what it sounds like, bro. I'm
Bro.
like, bro, if you don't get this fucking
Hey,
Castlevania,
that shit was
I'm
funny,
like, bro, they dead ass took Super Castlevania 4 and worked that shit and made beats out of it and chopped
that
it
shit
up,
was
bro.
hilarious.
That's
That album
bro,
is fire, bro. I
Nah,
don't care what
bro.
anybody say.
Listen, man. So I had when I was flying on the plane, right? Because I told you my laptop crashed. So I stopped like dialing it on my phone, and the Wi-Fi on the plane was ass. So I was like, let me listen to Dial It again. Dial It was a very good album, bro.
Bro, I told you, bro.
No.
The album
No,
is
No, I never
fire.
said Dial It was bad, but I like Dial It a lot more than Whole Lot of Red. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah,
bro.
no, that lit for sure.
Yeah, Dial It is very good.
Whole Lot of Red is the one that you have to like.
Bro.
Like,
Nah,
yeah.
because so when Whole
No,
Lot of
I
Red,
listened to Whole Lot of Red. That's the thing. I'm not sitting here like I listen to it.
No.
half of it a day.
No. I'm just saying because I know you brought that up because Marcel asked us, how we felt about the two. You know what I'm saying? And I think we all said Dial It easily.
Yeah,
you know
Dial
what
It
I'm
is
saying?
easily
But
best.
I think also too, and maybe that's a bonus episode, Marcel. I just feel like Cardi just does not sound the same today without Pierre.
Okay, I gotta look at the production on Whole Lot of Red.
Pierre ain't on there.
He
He only on few songs.
few songs, yeah. I know he did majority of Dial It, which I like. The Dial It is very good, but Whole Lot of Red is also good to me as well.
Because
He grew on me.
those leaks that came out prior to that album dropping sound way better than that album, bro.
Marcel, can I ask you a question?
Yo, what's good, man?
The number one professional wrestler in the world is really dressing like Zoolander in the NWO?
Hey, man.
Hey man,
That's no, dog.
Hey man,
I'm sorry. Okay. Now we'll get to that later. Anyways,
next. This
motherfucker just like he was pushing coke at Studio 54, bro.
Cody said Cardi got a whole new production team.
Yeah, that shit is ass, bro. Go back to Pierre Bourne. Get that fucking. Get
I
that
dig it, bro.
fucking.
I dig this Zesty Castlevania music, man. I like it.
Does a Narcissist come out this Monday, which is weird for a release?
Guess what? I ain't
Is it
listening
an
to
album
it.
or a song?
No, it's an album. It's an album.
But so why are you not listening to it, young man?
No, I am listening to it. I am.
Oh, okay. You said
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be at a concert in November. I'm gonna be raging, man. Like I was last time I saw Playboy Cardi.
My nigga finna be fighting Castlevania demons, Rona demons.
Hey, bro. Hey, I'm gonna be like in the Blade 1, man, with the vampires, bro. I'm in there raging.
All I'm gonna tell you is this: if I see you raging like them white kids was at Lollapalooza, bro, I'm just gonna look at you differently.
Marcel gonna be throwing elbows like Ludacris at the mosh pit.
Marcel, I'm gonna tell you right now: if you take your motherfucking black ass to that show and act like them white kids, I am coming on this podcast
and I'm doing my Dusty Rhodes impersonation voice to ask you some questions about your life. I'm coming on here and be like, Marcel, but why did you go out there and raise with them white kids like that? You know you wasn't raised like that, my
with
boy.
them Yakuts, boy.
Hey,
with them dag nabbit Yakuts.
Hey, that's funny because me and my brother gonna be going to the concert together, man.
Bro, Marcel gonna come back to that concert like Mike Tyson. I broke my back.
Hey, that's funny because, bro, if y'all met my brother, me and my brother is like the total opposite, bro. I feel like Mattel is a little bit more street than I am, and he likes Playboy Cardi and he likes doing the rage and shit as well.
Chloe, yeah, he finna be in there with them white 13-year-olds talking about I take my Sarah. That's another thing. That's another thing I don't respect. That's another thing I don't respect about you. You heard Gucci Mane's shirt off, and then you heard this shit and thought this shit was fire.
Bro, I like this song. I like this song, bro. Don't get me wrong. Take the Gucci version always gonna be number one. Like first day out is always gonna be number one. I don't care what anybody say. Nobody beats Gucci Mane's first day out. I don't give a fuck. Chief Keef, other niggas, nothing beats that. Nothing beats the take my shirt off Gucci as well. But that one, Playboy Cardi one, is fire as well, bro.
All right, man. Teach his own their opinion, man.
Bro.
So, Certified Lover Boy, man. What we got for this, man?
It was a Drake album.
What does that mean, Nelson, for the people who don't understand that or who may not listen to Drake?
So we're gonna
elaborate.
Okay, let's go. This is not revisionist history. This is honest to God opinion about Drake. Now, I was in college when Drake came out. Like my freshman year of college, So Far Gone came out like right before I graduated from high school. So when I went into college, like I've been best I ever had what came out of college, like. Mm-hmm. So I experienced,
shout out to that video in Rosa Costa. I remember it was a time.
Nah, man, Kanye wasn't trying to sabotage his career. Anyways, but he come on. Do you hear the mix of Find Your Love, bro? That shit sound like Castlevania, a fucking Castlevania Super Nintendo.
Hey man. Hey man,
bro, it sound like fucking Dracula farted in that mix, bro.
Hey, bro, I just remember Rosa Acosta, bro. You feel me? But I understand,
bro. Kanye was putting the fucking 16-bit bass lines on that, anyways. But yeah, so every Drake album, I just attribute Drake to this. As a whole album, does Drake have a classic? I'm gonna ask that. Does Drake have a classic album? Or does Drake have classic moments? I think Drake has very great classic moments.
Marcel, you okay over there, bro?
Because like, he said he got a classic album, bro. I'm gonna get my input on that. Go ahead.
I think he does, but like, is it like sort of like you have to do like, is Take Care really a classic? Is Certified? To me, I think Nothing Was the Same as Drake's best album.
Come on, man, let's talk about it.
That's just me. That's the closest you're gonna to fully rapping Drake, and I don't mind R&B Drake, but
R&B Drake is my favorite.
Okay, you know what? Okay, my girl and I were talking about this a couple of days ago. You know what Drake makes? You know who Drake makes music for? Who? Drake makes music for people who have not been in a relationship for longer than 150 days.
That's funny.
Like when you're single and like you doing whatever and you just living life and like whatever, like you know what I mean? Like you single. Like I was single 4 or 5 fucking years ago. So like it was cool. Like Drake was fine. Like when I was in college and all that. But now I'm just like, bro, like dog, you could easily avoid this. Like some songs are good, but like Drake, I promise you, Drake makes music for people who have not been in a relationship for longer than 90 days. And he stuck with it. Like he could go grow. Like you know what you're getting from a Drake album.
1000%.
Like I know I expect it, and it's like, okay, this is great. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I ain't gonna hold you. Well, I was listening to Way Too Sexy on the Beach, bro. I felt good about myself. But I was like, man. You know what I mean? Like I was listening to some songs. It was cool.
I have the greatest story about that song, but I will say it off air to keep my relationships. I have the greatest.
Oh shit, Daniel Bryan.
I have the greatest story to tell about that song, but I will keep my relationships positive. If you know, you know.
But I like it's fine. Like it was a fine album, but do I think it's better than Nothing Was the Same but Take Care? No.
It's not. In my opinion, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you
nothing
good, bro.
nothing was the same. In Views is my favorite Drake album. It's that's top 2 for me, bro. I'm sorry.
he did himself in too by saying what people thought were his favorite albums. He said, "Oh, they're mixtapes."
So this is my problem with Drake, and I said this last week, and I'll give a little quick backstory. But as far as how I felt about the album, like you said, bro, it's a Drake album, and it's more of the same. Like it's what you expect. It's gonna be over so many songs, which is a problem because we just got done talking about classic albums over 17 songs. And if you look at this album, if he cuts it down to about a good 10 or 12, same way with Scorpion, it's a much better complete processing album.
Album was ass.
Right? But also too, when Nothing Was the Same came out, let me ask y'all a question. Who is Drake beefing with?
No, that's Views. Was it Jay-Z? No, Jay-Z was on that album.
He wasn't beefing. He wasn't beefing with anybody when Nothing Was the Same came out. Okay. I mean, he wasn't beefing with the Pusha beef was later on because him and Pusha didn't even get personal until, much later on. So there was nobody beefing with him. He was his only competition, bro. Like. We as purists, right, were having that talk about Good Kid, Mad City, right? But when Nothing Was the Same comes out, J. Cole is still trying to gain his audience. I mean, who else is at the top of rap at that time? Wayne has fell the fuck off. So the only person, and they're not ready for this debate, but the only person at that time who was on top of rap 2012, 2013 is Ross, who has a better discography than Drake for me, but that's just me. But, like I said, who is he beefing with? So now you get to these albums and it's like he's focused too much on trying to please too many people and trying to go at his enemies that he's not even making good music anymore. And it's like he's making decent songs, but he isn't doing anything to change the sound of music whatsoever, which is why you can't compare him to Kanye when it comes down to it. Because one thing about Kanye will go astronomically left, right? And then you won't get it. And then you may go back and listen to an album and be like, okay, I understand Wolves now. I understand Blood on the Leaves now. Drake,
fire song.
Yeah, Drake now it's like, I mean, honestly and truthfully, like I said last week, you can't name too many Drake albums that you just go back and just thoroughly enjoy like that, unless it's the older ones, because most of the sounds sound dated because he's trying to match the sound of the time instead of a sound of his own, and that's what the main difference is. So yeah, I've said he's mid, and this is mid. I mean,
yo, like, I'm sorry. Banks, pull up Chloe's pop. Chloe's at the show, bro.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
he got a song called TSC. He 36.
Yeah,
that song's fire though. But that song's fire.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, be a fucking like.
He had the
there's no growth.
He had the audacity to tell Tiger long ago, act your age, not your girl's age, and now he's doing the exact same thing.
Listen, there's one song that I really like from Drake, but I also hate. It's Emotionless of Scorpion. I love that beat. It starts up really good. And then when he goes, I know a girl who takes pictures from Rome and then fake it. I'm like, bro, what are you saying? Like, no.
Bro,
no.
This man, salute to the communities. This man got on this album and said, girl, I'm a lesbian, me too. Like, bro, like what? Bro, like, you are a grown man.
You have a child. You have a child.
Like,
You are a grown man.
you are.
That's funny.
That might be the title of the episode. You are a grown
man.
That's funny. You ain't from Toronto. You from Memphis, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like you from the South, bro. Like, but I can't tell, bro. Like, getting Kawhi Leonard in your video ain't gonna do it for me, bro. Maybe it do it for the 18, 19-year-old TikTokers that you trying to impress. But ain't nobody, I mean,
hey man.
Let me say this. Women definitely gonna listen to this album. It's some niggas that's gonna listen to this album too. They have PSA. I know we want to enjoy our fan base and we have nothing against nobody. I just want to say from DJ Larry, not from Nelson, not from Banks, not from Marcel, but from DJ Larry. If you had that motherfucking heart cut into your head this week, hey man.
I'm gonna treat you like like Steve-O used to do at the Jackass with the Clippers, bruh.
Like if you are a grown man and you got a heart cut into your head because of Drake.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing when they be roasting them on Twitter, bro. What's the popcorn caption? Why?
Like, why you so weird? Like, yeah, hey, like, man. Bro, like, if y'all, like, you, man, we can have a whole conversation about you weird new niggas, man. But,
hey,
like,
bro, you got into the identity issue, bro. Drake wanted to be from Memphis one week, then he from Houston the next week, then he Dominican the week after, then he Jamaican 2 days later.
Matter of fact, that's my cue to bring my brother on. So while I do that, continue.
So yeah, bro, like. It's not. It's just it's your Drake album. Like, was it worth the 9-month wait? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
No.
Lab Coat versus Rick and Kazarian. That's kind of fire.
No. I mean, Champagne Poetry was okay. I like 7 a.m. on Brittle Path. Way Too Sexy was cool. I like it. It's cool. It's know what I mean?
It's a fun song.
It should have been Uzi Vert on there. That's another discussion for another day.
Okay. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Thug had the best verse on there. That's why he was last.
What if imagine Moneybagg Yo on that song?
Come on, man. Hey, I'm not about to listen to them fucking Moneybagg Yo. You got me fucked up.
He would have been talking about Odyssey on Way Too Sexy.
I'm gonna wait till my brother hop on so we can talk about that. But I'm bookmarking my opinion on because. Yeah. Oh, if there's a remix, Bag got to be on there. That's his speed right there, bro.
That's what
that
he
is
do,
his.
Bro.
That is his speed.
Nelson said it, man. Nelson said it. You gotta get Uzi. You gotta get Uzi on there for sure.
Nah, man.
Because Uzi bring bad bitch vibes.
Nah. Moneybagg is king bad bitch. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you.
I don't know, man. I think Uzi got that on top though, man.
Moneybagg.
Murder Grandpa versus John Moxley.
Oh God. But yeah, I think
talk about that. But
it was fine.
But
like,
anyway,
I don't know. It's a Drake album. But all I know is this weekend was funny, bro. Because there was people like, who the hell? This is a Backstreet Boys video.
Like, wait. Oh, okay. I thought you was gonna go into our next topic. I was gonna say, give me 5-6 minutes before we hop into that. I was like, give me. Yeah, I was like, give us like 6 minutes because I thought you was gonna say that, but yeah, no. That video was nuts. Yeah. Like
that video was wild, bro.
Bro looked like a cocaine dealer, but also a Backstreet Boy, but also
bro, he was dressed like. Bruh, he was dressed like Kenny Omega in that video.
Yeah.
Bruh, see one thing that I'm gonna tell you what he dressed like. And I wish my brother was on. He'll be on in a minute. But go look up Curtis Givens, all white parties. Curtis Givens is a promoter in Memphis. That's the one I told y'all about a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Situation.
Yeah. That's his famous thing that he does every year on Labor Day weekend, which just passed. Is all white parties, all black parties, and stuff like that. The all white affair. Go look up. Fuck no. Fuck. Bruh, nigga, you gotta be a different breed of nigga
to go to a theme party that's colors, like all white parties, especially. Like, nah, bro. Like, I'm not an all white nigga. All black, yes. All white, hell no. Like, hell no, man. But that's what he dressed like, man. He dressed like one of them niggas, man. Like, yeah, man. But I don't want to hear this nigga say nothing about. Well, and I can't because he gonna do it. But I ain't trying to hear Drake talk nothing about. I'm top. I'm Mike. No. You are mid, sir. You are mid. But it's okay. Niggas like mid. We need to have a conversation. Some niggas just like mid, and they're okay with getting consistent mid. Drake is consistent mid. So
damn. Well, you gonna rub a niggas feathers with that one for sure.
I'm just. Am I telling a lie? Am I telling a lie, sir? Tell me when I am lying,
bitch. Drake's this album and especially Scorpion was definitely not his top tier. You know, Scorpion was ass,
bro.
Ass, double ass,
bro. It's gonna be more songs bumped from in Larry's life. I don't go back and listen to Drake, but if I did, the Dark Lane demo tapes got better songs than this, bro. If we keep it in the stack, like.
What about that's the one. That's the recent one he just did, right?
Yeah, the one that's got like Desires. It's got the Giveon song. It's got
no. What's the other one? What's the other one?
More Life.
More Life was fire.
This is More Life too. If we really think about it,
hell no.
More Life is better.
More Life is
no.
Way better,
what I'm saying is the way he structured this. It feels like More Life too. More Life is definitely better. But I mean, at the same time, if I want to listen to Caribbean music, I'm gonna listen to some real shit, not this culture vulture. But that's just me, you know. Like, what do I know? But you know,
hey man,
just saying, man.
More Life was cool. I mean,
I still listen to More
Life.
Life.
More Life, man. Get it together. Sound like FIFA 98 menu music, but I fuck with it,
man. In the words of Banks, that's your thing. That's really your thing. No socks, no shoes music. That's your thing.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
That's called balance, my brother.
Yeah, More Life is fire, bro.
Sometimes I want to. Sometimes I want to punch somebody in their face, music, and sometimes I want to put my feet on the sand, bro.
Hey, Eric got their choices, man. You know, I listen to Zesty Castlevania music, so hey.
That's my balance, brother, and Kendrick Lamar voice.
Bro, why Kendrick Lamar say brother like Hulk Hogan?
Hey, man.
That's my
something that we don't know.
That's my Bennett, brother.
Hey, man, listen.
I'm from TDE, brother.
Listen.
Let me tell you something, brother.
He took the word.
TDE, brother.
He got the word back. That's all I'm gonna say. He got the word back.
My cousin, Baby Keem, brother.
Which is Baby Keem dropping this week? Because I saw he put a track list out.
I think he's dropping this Friday.
I hope so. I like Baby Keem.
I'm gonna listen to it. He got Don Toliver on there. I like Don Toliver.
Can we? Trae, what's up, bro?
Yo.
So my brother Trae has joined the podcast. I just told them niggas that Drake dressed like them Curtis giving all white affair parties in that in that Way Too Sexy video.
Hey, that video definitely was a level 2 special.
That's what I'm trying to tell these niggas, man. All right, man. It's been got Memphis in this motherfucker. Let's go and give our guy his flowers, man.
Mafia.
Hey, listen, man. A lot of y'all was talking about who is Project Pat, and I was appalled. You know, I'm not surprised because, like I said, these are the same people that listen to Drake and nobody else. But there was a lot of who is Project Pat, and I was very appalled. But I'm not from Memphis. I'm going to give the people from Memphis on this podcast the floor. Y'all running the point. I'm gonna stay in the corner.
Before they go, man. For the niggas that say they know who a Project Pat was, you live on a fucking rock, or you're cool. That's fucking 12 years old. And if you black, that means you're an Oreo, and that means you get the fuck out of there, bro. Get that shit reversed, my nigga. Stop playing, man. You know who Project Pat is. Stop playing with me.
What's up with this, man? G?
Beige Rage of the Week. Sponsored by
Beige Rage of the Week. Sponsored by Big Red.
For real, man. Man, I don't care, bro. I'm done, man. These niggas pissing me off.
All right, man. So Trae, we all heard your song that I shared in the group chat. So obviously you have some Project Pat influence. Can you explain to the people who are uneducated, whether willingly or unwillingly, the importance of Project Pat to music?
Man, honestly and truthfully, it ain't too much I need to say about them, man, bro. Just look them up. Period. Just look them up, bro. Like, and I guarantee you're gonna hear a lot of references to a lot of shit that you hear today. Like, even weird shit to Travis Scott. Like, even if you go back and listen to ASAP Mob in the beginning, Smokes Go Perk, like, any of them. Like, them niggas all the way took that mind shit. Not just 3-6, all the way took that mind shit. Like, the whole hypnotized count, not just Pat, the whole hypnotized count. Like, y'all know, niggas just do that research on the city, period, point blank. I'm gonna let you do this podcast shit, so I'm gonna let you do the more of the talking for real, man.
Man, I just brought, like I said, bro, like, one thing about a thing that a lot of people don't know too is y'all always look up these beefs like that between Memphis artists and stuff like that. Y'all know that. I don't know if y'all know this. Ain't nobody got beef with Pat. Nobody.
Nope.
Nobody.
I don't recall unless y'all know something, but I don't recall.
I mean, we got some stuff that we can't talk about on air.
I mean,
but
like I said, listen, like Trae, I don't know if you listen to this podcast. By the way, welcome also, because we didn't give you an official welcome, but welcome to the podcast. You officially a friend of the show. But I said Memphis is the Queensbridge of the South. Like, y'all got the most wildest beats of all time.
I heard you say that. I heard you say that.
All right, am I like, is that kind of valid? Because that's how I think. Like, when I read them, I'm like, bro, this dead ass the 40th side versus the 41st side all over again.
Like the city.
By the way, my fault. By the way, if you're not from New York, the 40th side of Queensbridge is Queensbridge North. 41st side is Queensbridge South. They're the biggest projects in the world. So yeah, but go ahead. My fault.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, the city itself is definitely, it got a beautiful soul, I'll say that, but it's terrible, bro. Like, if you really in it, it's terrible. And for real, like you said, nobody beefs with Pat. Everybody beef with Juicy though. Juicy got into it with everybody. Everybody beef with Paul. Nobody fucked with Pat. A lot of times Pat was in jail too, but still, like, Pat was just a respected motherfucker. Like, he knew how to conduct business. He know how to conduct business. You feel me? He putting out pressure. He ain't trying to throw salt on nobody. You feel me? Like, even if you go listen to old Gotti, like, he throwing a lot of shots at 3-6 that folks don't even know, because y'all, you know what I'm saying, you're not within the city, and there was really an inner city. To know what was going on at the time, like, man. I'm just leaving it at that little area.
I understand you trying to ruin our relationships. I understand. I'm gonna tell them off air. But I mean, one thing too about Pat though is, bruh, when I tell you one of the most approachable people ever, like Pat is like it's, you know, some people you be like, oh man, like, you ain't never seen them in the city, bruh. Even before I got my drop, because I ain't seen Pat since I got my drop. I done ran to Pat, bruh, at Kroger, like, random places, bruh. Like, that man, when I tell you that man be everywhere, bruh, like, he's one of them people. I
didn't mean to cut you off, brother, but I ran to him up here when I first got here.
In Ohio. Okay.
Yeah, when I first got here.
So that's what I'm saying, bro.
Really in the hood, and you know, you know how I talk about Columbus, bro, but he was really in a spot that I respect. You feel me? Like, he was really in one of them areas, and cool by sure.
But yeah, to all the people that don't know about Pat, bro, like, without no Project Pat, there is no Gucci, man. Mm-hmm. Without no Project Pat, there is no Chief Keef. Without no Project Pat, there is no 21 Savage. Without Project Pat, like Nudie, some of these other guys, it's no Project Pat. And Live his raps. You can Google what I'm talking about. Live his raps. we ain't finna get on these FCC airwaves and
like I
start
said,
snitching.
one of the reasons why folks couldn't beef with him, he was in jail.
Okay.
That's one of
Okay. Got
He
you.
was in jail.
So yeah, man. Like I said, some of y'all favorite rappers, you know, that may or may not be from Memphis, can get on wax and talk trash and say certain words, but let's just say when they got around Project Pat, it was a whole completely different subject, man. So,
Listen, man. For those who know, track 5 Getty Green, man, you know the business.
hey man,
hey man,
say man.
Listen, them first two. listen. Those first 2 albums. I remember the first time I heard them shits, and I was like, bro, how? Out there is like my favorite Pat. Like I love like Out There is fucking, bro. That's one of my favorite 3-6 beats. Like if you take away even like what they did from When the Smoke Clears, like I love Chapter 1, Chapter 2, all the Smoked Out, Loked Out tapes. Like I listen to all that shit, but Out There is like a top 10 3-6 beats. To me. That beat is fucking nuts.
Who else do you know can make like not just a hit, but I'm talking about a banger with a hook that says "She my baby mama, my baby mama."
Bruh.
Do you know? Who do you know?
Who you know says you pay your out? Who you could have paid your light bill, but you bought the outfit. Like I'm paraphrasing, but come on, son. Bro.
Like Pat.
If your ass step, I'm gonna be downtown, man. Full flow bound, man. That's if I get caught, man. Push you to the. Come on, bro. I will throw this phone out. I will throw this phone out this apartment, bro.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, bro, like the records, like especially if you come down south, bro, the same way like prior to like Wasted, you had those Gucci Mane hits that used to go off Marcel, like Shirt Off and Bricks and stuff like. Man, I'm talking about Mr. Don't Play came out in 01, dog. Me, Trae, and Parties, you feel me? 2011, 2012. What you doing, girl, with all that? Ooh, man. I'm trying to tell you. And another thing about Pat, too, is I know he hasn't had, like, the quote-unquote super huge mainstream hits, but I may have to make a playlist for this episode. But, bruh, go back and look at that 07 to 2012, 13 run Pat had, bruh. Like, he had some of those low-key underground hits. Them play me some pimping tapes, man. Listen, bro. Like, if y'all was around and y'all saw some of them songs, man. Listen, bro. It was a time, dog. Like, it was a time. So, shout out to Project Pat, man.
Man.
Legendary guy, man. And by the way, that drop he did for me didn't charge me anything, bro.
Oh man,
like, he didn't charge me. He didn't charge me a thing. The funny story is, when I hit him to do the drop, I called and his manager picked up, and I'm only being funny, but that nigga sound like he either they brother or he related to them some kind of way. The nigga name is Ray, and when I called him, he was like, "Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, we got you, man. Ain't gonna be no problem, man. We got you." So I waited for a little minute. I'm thinking he finna hit me back like, "Yeah, bro, I need X amount of money for the verse." He just sent the drop back. I was like, I don't know. Nothing. He's like, nah, man, it's all love, man. So. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Now, granted, Pat might charge more now, but you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Project Pat, man. And
I'm about to say, you about to get a Project Pat drop for the podcast? Imagine.
Never say never.
Never say never.
Never say never.
Every day.
I just want to say,
laughing.
I just want to say, bro, the way y'all be talking about the way, and when I don't mean y'all, I don't mean the 5 people that are on this podcast. I mean y'all in the universe who gush over Andre 3000's verse on International Players Anthem. Y'all should be talking about Project Pat on Choose You, but hey.
Man,
listen.
Hey, man, y'all ain't listen to the, y'all wasn't listening to the full 6 minutes of that song when it had Juicy and Paul on it too, but that's a discussion for another day.
We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about how that's Pat on the beginning of sipping on some scissor. You know what I'm saying? Like it's deep, bro. It's deeper than
can we get off the commercial shit though and go to the street shit that we can get gangster in?
We can get gangster.
Hold on, bro. Marcel, you probably remember this one, bro. bruh, 30 inches on the Chevrolet. Come on, man. What are we talking about right now, man? What are we talking about right now, bro? Whole puller Trae, bro. We could go all
bro.
day, bro. The whole Cutthroat mixtape,
The whole Cutthroat mixtape.
Nelson. That hell, and I gotta go back and bump that joint. The Cocaine Mafia tape with French Montana, like, bro, this.
Yeah,
That's crazy. He did a mixtape with French Montana. That's crazy,
bro. I could be here all day.
Yeah.
talking about that.
And you know,
that shit
go ahead.
Nah, Marcel, you good?
I'm about to say, everybody know like Gucci Mane's one of my favorite rappers. Shoot, I was reading his book. That's Gucci's favorite rapper, Project Pat.
You can tell.
You can tell from the rap style and everything like that he got his influence from Project Pat.
Bro, it's another thing too, bro. It's like you had Outkast who was doing like their lyrical stuff. Great, my favorites, right? And you got UGK, right? But when you think about 3-6, man, and what was coming out of the city at that time, yeah, bro, we was the first niggas from the South with goals in our mouths, bro, like going crazy, bro. Like I know y'all know that shit from Cash Money and shit, but man, go back and listen, bro. It was real shit going on, man. So shout out to Pat. Rest in peace to Coops, the nigga and Lord of Infamous, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Most def.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to the whole 3-6 too. And one thing about Pat too, man, like Pat ain't with none of that coon shit either, bro. Everything I seen Pat do, bro, he been a solid stand-up dude, bro. I can't say the rest for some other people, but man, Pat has always been a stand-up dude, man. So yeah, man.
Project Pat also got the distinction of the best crunchy black verse ever on whatever hoe. Or was it whatever hoe off Getty Green? What's the song with the whole Hypnotized Camp on that? I forgot the name of it. Fuck. I'm gonna look for it. Hold on. It's on Getty Green.
Bruh, I got it, bruh. It's been so long since I've on Getty Green. Not in a bad way either. I'm just saying, like, that's a legendary tape though, bruh.
But with the whole Memphis scene and everything like that, I heard that many times before. Like I'm a Southern nigga at heart when it comes to the music stuff. Like the whole Memphis sound, bro. Like that's one of my favorite sounds too. Shout out to my boy Justin because he's actually one of the first people that put me on the Memphis sound wave. This is probably back in like 08, 07. We was in middle school. And I just fell in love with that shit because that shit the beat was dope. It was mysterious and it was dark as hell. And then, when Gucci came out and he was fucking with Yo Gotti, I started fucking with Yo Gotti as well too. And that's why I started listening to more Memphis music. So, Memphis, I got much love for Memphis. I just got much love to the South, but Memphis, Atlanta, New Orleans, and Houston is like, for me, I got too much respect for them.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and say it too, bro. I mean, like I said, some stuff I can't talk about on here, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it, bro. If they do a versus, I'm not biased at all when I say this. Pat is cleaning Gotti up if they do a versus, bro. I said it.
Dog.
And I don't want to hear no rebuttal.
What song? Song is Yo Gotti gonna play that either beats Out There? If you ain't from my hood,
now
Chicken Head.
Let me say this. As I'm gonna speak for myself. Let me say this. Bucktooth Gotti is a different nigga, bro. I'm just gonna just say that. Bucktooth headband, NBA jacket with matching jeans wearing Yo Gotti is a different breed of nigga, bro.
TVT Yo Gotti.
TVT Yo Gotti, bro. Cocaine music one Yo Gotti. That's a different breed of nigga, right? I'm not gonna take it.
What a different nigga.
I'm not gonna take nothing away from Yo Gotti.
TVT Yo Gotti is that's a different animal, bro. That's not Buddy Hill Yo Gotti now, bro.
Hey man,
that's a title.
Buddy Hill Yo Gotti. Damn, you really just trying to get us shot, huh, bro? It's like,
that's hilarious.
They gonna look, bro. I already called Moneybag Yo bad bitch music. Now you want to say that Buddy Hill got it, bro? All right, bro. Here we go, man.
The whole collective music group.
Who
Those
else?
Guinness.
Who else I got smoke for now? Apparently, bro. Like what
I fuck
we
with Yo
doing,
Gotti,
bro?
man. I fuck with Yo Gotti, but
But
honestly,
nah, yeah,
yeah,
we ain't trying to
man.
hear act right, bro. We ain't trying to hear none of that.
But no,
What? Oh, when Jeezy
but-
was you know what I'm saying? When Jeezy was a Fly Cripper Jeezy? Yeah, we remember that. But good.
Yeah, when he was like, I influenced the YG, but he was just biting off of YG and Nipsey. Yeah. No. You can talk about it. You know.
Can we talk about it real quick though?
Yeah,
All right,
go.
so actually, Young Jeezy had some solid mixtapes doing that time.
He did.
Yeah, but
It's the world. I want to say it's the world too, and yeah, Gangsta Party. Actually, those are the solid mixtapes. But I get what y'all saying when I think he was just trying to reinvent himself. That's why he got with Doughboy Cash Out and YG. I think he was trying to get himself back into that. People know his name again.
Speaking of Doughboy Cash Out, I know people are giving so much love to the Detroit scene now, bro, but hey, man, they need that love, bro.
Oh yeah, they definitely deserve their flowers. They do, because when it comes to Detroit, when I was like listening to the Detroit sound, this is probably like 2016. No, that's like 2017, 18. My uncle put me on Ice Rule Verzuz. He had this song called Money Phone. And that was like one of the first Detroit artists I listened to. Then I started listening to Doughboy Cash Out. Then after that, Detroit just got blew up, like the last year and year before. But that Doughboy Cash Out and Ice Rule Verzuz, they brought that Detroit sound out before anybody else. And
That's a fact.
And Band Gang. Band Gang been doing that shit since 2015 as well.
Hey man, I just want to say two things. One, CMG niggas must have heard me and got offended and kicked the nigga out. Number two, I love Dope Boys Cash Out, bro. I really do. But if you remember when they got jumped by Band Gang.
Oh, you talking about a Heart HBK? Yeah, bro, he got beat up.
Man, bro, was that like a movie theater, bro? Like
I think that was like a movie theater or like a skating rink.
They had the skating rink carpet, bro. Like
it was like a skating rink.
He got thrashed.
Right, yeah, he got messed up, bro. And I like, give me that shit, nigga. And I like HBK too.
Man, yeah, man, that was a wild time. But yeah, man, So like I said,
Pat deserves his love, man. Project Pat.
He
always. This is a Project Pat Stan podcast.
And I'm gonna tell y'all now, man. I'm putting the atmosphere, man. We have got to do the bonus episode when we watch Choices, bro. We have
please,
to.
Please, can
we go listen, bro. We go.
I'm talking little kid right now. Please, please,
he said, please. Yeah,
nigga, me and my uncle watched that shit, man. Hey, shout out to my uncle Rondell, man. He put me on to a lot of juicing, man. Shout out to my uncle, man. I love him. But please, can we watch Choices, please?
You said which one?
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
We watch both.
We don't, bro. We need a hip hop movie, man. Like we gotta watch Choices. We gotta watch
Streets is watching.
Yeah, cause nobody watched Streets is watching. I was like,
I've never seen Streets is watching.
Bro, it's just a hood musical. That's all it is. Bro.
Hey, Marcel, you want to do the Gucci Mane Trapaholic DVD with Hood Affairs?
That's when he was talking shit about Jeezy.
Nah, he the ones where like he was doing like that's the one where he did the freestyle with OJ and that cypher.
OJ Juice Man. Okay,
Yeah.
that must be the same one when he did Kado.
Nah, that's a come up DVD, but no,
it's a come up. Okay, I thought that was
no.
Okay.
Nah, like it's different ones. So Trapaholic 1 is no pad, no pencil, basically.
Yep.
Trapaholic 2 is like EA Sports Center, Mr. Perfect. And then Trapaholic 3 is like it's kind of my favorite because it's when he first got home, but it's for the rest of the Brick Squad too. So like you get to see like when like early Flocka, you know what I'm saying? Like when niggas was going crazy to that shit. So I mean, because I can't think of anything Midwest that you would actually want to, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody's there for me, sir. So like I said, I'm a
there's
South
no
nigga,
there's
bro.
no Chief Keef documentary from that time.
Yeah. I'm
Man,
a
we
South
need.
nigga, bro.
Yeah, we gonna watch Choices 1 and 2. We gonna watch Streets is Watching.
Hey,
B that happens to not be on this podcast, but sir, you want to send us your title login so we can watch Streets is Watching. We appreciate that.
We gotta watch that new Boosie movie too. When that
I'm
comes
absolutely
out.
What Boosie movie? I ain't watching that bullshit,
I beg your
I'm
pardon.
watching it. I'm watching it. That looks good.
bro.
Hey, nah, I ain't gonna lie though, cause Ghetto Story was a good ass movie, man. So this one might be good.
See? Come on, man.
I mean, Ghetto Stories,
This-
okay, but
Hey,
I'm,
bro.
bro.
Let me tell
Bro,
you
That
something.
man,
Nelson, did you see the trailer?
Okay.
It looks good.
bro, that
All
man
right.
got, bro. I'm not
I'ma
gonna
say
it.
this,
I'm
I'ma
not
say
gonna.
this,
I'm
and
not
I'ma-
gonna say it because
I'ma
I was
say
gonna
this.
say something, but I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
say this, and I'm gonna mute my mic. There is some stuff that we can watch from pre-problematic era Boosie, and then there's
Listen, man.
problematic
He
era.
Fuck it, bro. I'm watching that.
Hey,
he
I
been
was going
thinking
to
about.
say-
Listen, hold on. He been thinking about that word that rhymes with his name too much, and I'm good. Like
all I'm going to say is
leave them alone, son. Like
I was in the barbershop yesterday and we were talking about it, and Banks, I think we as a culture need to go back and watch The Wash again.
Hey, that's funny that you saw. I was just watched that movie yesterday, dog.
The Wash.
I ain't seen The Wash
Hey,
in
I bought that movie, bro.
God knows how long.
Bro,
I
you were
let-
like 2 when that movie came out. How you buy that movie?
Nigga, now I got it on Apple. I bought it on Apple.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, unless you want to do another West Coast one, bro, because I ain't seen Up in Smoke tour documentary in a long time, bro.
Oh, we can watch that too. We can watch
Like-
that too. I heard that's like one of the best tours ever.
We can watch backstage.
Watch.
Also.
Yeah, y'all can. If y'all do The Wash, bro, I'm gonna be said the whole movie, man. So I gotta mute my mic on that one.
Y'all gonna laugh at Streets is Watching, bro. That shit is hilarious.
I ain't seen.
Yeah,
Oh,
we watch Streets is Watching.
And like we said, bro, and we talked about this off air too. You know what? Fuck it. We gotta do Paper Soldiers too, bro. Fuck it. Wow.
Hey, can we talk about it real quick? Rockefeller Films, man. They run with the movies, the budget movies and stuff like that. They did actually really good.
Banks, I'm gonna take that one down. I'm gonna send you the
shout
link
out
to Sure, man, because that's your
all
old.
those niggas doing them shits.
I'm gonna send you the link,
man.
bro.
I thought it was cheap, and I about to say, hold on, bro.
I'm gonna send you the link, bro. Hold up. I'm gonna send you the link.
I'm about to say Banks
bro.
Banks the feds.
Nah, Banks showing love and posting socials with my dog. But we gotta post the right
No, of course.
right
man.
link, man. Nah, we gonna post that shit real quick, man.
No,
Matter of fact, don't even worry about it, Banks. I'm gonna put it in the description so that it can go there too, bro. So we'll do all that, bro, at the same time. But yeah,
Pat, listen, man. Pat birthed a lot of samples, a lot of your favorite rappers now. I mean, it's crazy. People don't even know that shit is a straight up. That's a Pat verse from what, 4 years ago, 3 years ago? When that song came out? Free the Street, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
long ago, bro. And
Which
again,
is probably my
like,
favorite song off the album. But
they didn't know about when he was on, when Drake was on JB when he said 4th floor bound. He represented that shit, man.
Out there.
Yeah, he represented out
man,
there. So
that's my favorite Pat verse probably ever.
yeah. But yeah, Trae, we gonna definitely, like I said, they heard your music, bro. They heard you being inspired by Pat. So I said, fuck it, let me bring my dog on. It's the perfect time to bring this crazy ass nigga on, man.
Hey man, that shit was fire. I fuck with it.
Hey, I got one more movie we should watch too, man. We need to watch Killer Season, man. We gotta watch Killer Season.
Of course.
You just want to go ahead.
I've been watching shit like 3 days ago. I swear to God.
That's y'all thing. Watching Cam spit on little kids. That's your thing. All right. Nah, I ain't gonna hold you though. Like if y'all wanna get a deep dive on my brother, bro, just watch State Property too, because he baby boy from State Property, bro. I'm trying to tell you. That's his whole thing.
Roll up. Shut the fuck up, baby boy.
He said, make sure you got a safe. The Glock don't need no safe.
Man said, hey man, but Beans is doing 25 years. Nigga, we just got robbed by a nigga to pay check. Here's what the fuck y'all do. Man, fuck this shit. I'm going on my own, nigga. Fuck y'all.
Hey man, the greatest quote in that movie: "Y'all be cool how you be cool. I water."
Hey, I'm about to watch that movie tonight.
Man, you had to plug this whole time. You never asked, God.
That movie was so random, dog. Like you had
It's on Tubi.
You had Angie Martinez in that movie.
Hey,
Nori was a freak bowl in that movie.
Oh yeah,
too.
Nori on his 7-day theory type shit.
No, but even yo, my name, they call me. What's his name in the movie? I'm trying to remember.
El Pollo Loco.
They call me El Pollo Loco. I'm from Miami. Pops was Nick, you know what I'm saying? Like that whole scene. I was like, nigga, why is Loon your dad?
Hey, Loon was living that life for real though. No,
Yeah,
Loon was hilarious.
Loon. Listen, bro. Loon was guest starring on Mace mixtapes and also doing all types of other shit outside of rap, bro.
Bro, but the thing
People think because Loon was on Bad Boy that like,
bro,
nah, Loon. Listen, I heard stories.
Up.
I'm not, bro. I don't even know. There was somebody that's not even from Harlem that I know that was talking about Loon, bro.
Bro, that's the thing that fucked me up because all I'm used to Loon is MTV background music and shit, and then I see this nigga.
He was cutting up dope.
And then, bro, and then 20 years later, they come out talking about haram and shit. Bro, he was living that life, bro.
He was living that life for real.
Hey, nah, but if we do State, because State Property 2 is my favorite, but we gotta have a discussion on that same podcast about Jay-Z's role in State Property 1. Like that is the clear definition of I don't want to be here, but fuck it, let's get these lines.
Yo, I'll give it a deeper, darker criminal link. That scene. They said act like you in Def Jam offices and Dame Dash is yelling about your album.
Yo, so who was Jay-Z in the movie, like the head honcho or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
he was the connect. Like, well, nah, he was like the plug. Dame was the connect. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like the main guy. But that's the funny part about like my favorite part in the first State Property. You should go handle it. The fuck you mean I should go handle it?
that nigga looked at him like, nigga, go handle
it. Man, I'm telling that was a microcosm of their relationship, bro.
It was, bro.
That literally was them. Like Dame would be yelling, Jay be like, all right, go handle that.
Go ahead, man.
He said, you said my haircut? Like, what?
Yeah, you see, yeah. How I look.
I'm gonna
go handle it. All right, I'm gonna go handle it. All right.
Oh my god, fuck.
They're fucking
Marcel, that Madden fucking you up, huh, bro?
Nah, bro, no. I'm winning, bro. Yeah. This nigga Mike Evans just chased me, just zone hog me, bro. Like,
I'm just saying, man, for a nigga who be talking shit about niggas getting 2K every year, man, that Madden be having you going, bro.
Bro, I told you, bro, I invest my time with this Madden shit this year, man.
You should invest your time. Never mind.
What you gonna say? Say it.
Instead of maddening you every day, you should invest your time. No, I'm playing.
But the Coupio.
I'm about to turn a Loaded Lux right now.
Hey, that nigga, Red Wing Boots, Nick Nat Pettyway. Give a dog
before we get out of here, and let Trae go, you know what I'm saying? Plug your socials in a minute, Trae. Since we talking football, shout out to my nigga Gilly the Kid from
shout out to Gilly the Kid, man. Shout out to Gilly the Kid, bro.
Gilly was on it. The first thing I asked myself, I was like, why the fuck is Gilly the Kid on the sideline? That's the first thing I want to know.
Yeah, he went, I guess, to Jackson State.
He was like, yeah, that's us.
You know what would have been better is if Wallow. What would have been better is if Wallow would have came out and been like, "See, that's your problem. You over here celebrating. You ain't even understanding the game. You're not focused right now. Back when I was on the block 25 years ago."
That's funny. This nigga Nelson, bro. Yeah, that's sus song in this bitch. That's a
I know I just turned 30, but am I showing my age right now?
Yeah, bro.
Man said, yeah, that's us, man.
Whack.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
Birdman a real nigga. Real nigga the hoe. Not to me.
Bro, Gilly is bro.
Gilly is a different.
Gilly is the epitome of a nut bowl. Like
Gilly is a wild.
Let's talk about real
he's
quick.
a wild.
I brought this up in the chat before, but yeah, Wayne stole that man's flow. No cap.
Here we go.
He stole that man's flow, bro.
I'm leaving that alone,
See,
bro.
this is the funny thing about him. Like, he's much wilder than me, but he's way more PC than me, and I don't get it. Like, I've been trying to understand. This nigga be trying to protect relationships and shit. Nah,
he said, I'm not letting these FCC airways make my opinion trap.
I'm gonna leave.
I'm gonna leave that alone,
My nigga trying to get that Young Money feature. I get it. I get it.
Bro, do your thing, man. Do your thing. You not associated with I don't need it. You not associated with it, but I'm gonna speak my piece. Yeah, that nigga took his flow. Fuck out of here, Wayne. He did it. It's okay.
Give it to him.
No, he stole that shit.
Okay, see, it's a difference.
Who the fuck is watching Hanna-Barbera cartoons in the background?
Oh no, coach.
Wait, what?
Somebody watching the Jetsons on loud. God damn.
I like how Banks had none to say the whole time.
Nigga said, down, man, cuz we're gonna, like I said, we've been getting into some different shit, man. So I appreciate you stepping through for me.
Oh yeah, we appreciate you, man, for coming.
Appreciate you, bro. Plug your socials, man. Plug your songs, man.
Man, y'all calling me at 2 L's younger and everything. That's number 2, letter L, S, YUNGIN. That's on everything. I really ain't socially active for real, but if y'all want to follow me there, deal. And shit, I'll holler at y'all fellas, man. Y'all niggas be easy.
All right, man.
Nah, you too, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for coming through.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I'm fucking crying, bro. Why? I'm over here naming Gilly the Kid songs and shit. Talking about
Gilly the Squid.
Yes, waiting on throwing 20s now. Yeah, it.
So we're gonna wrap this pod up, man. We've been waiting on it. We've been holding it back, man. Marcel, go.
Oh yes, sir. Come on, man. Let's unlock me, please. Come on,
yo. Beg your pardon. Unlock what?
The mode. We're gonna talk about it while I whoop this nigga ass in Madden 2. Fuck out of here. We're gonna say, can I say it? AEW All Out is the best pay-per-view in the last 10 years.
This nigga wild.
Bro, you smoke.
Best pay-per-view in the last 10 years.
Hold on. Banks, you trying to play something? Go ahead, play it, bro.
It already played. This weak ass computer probably just delayed it.
Okay.
Nah, hey man.
My mic check, you know.
Bruh.
Go ahead, Marcel. My fault.
Get your shit off, bro. Get your shit off. Nah,
it's literally.
Go ahead, man.
It's literally the best pay-per-view I've seen in the last 10 years. Okay. Last 10 years. That shit was so fucking fire, bro. I was literally in my room watching this, and when I saw Adam Cole come out, nigga, I said, Adam Cole, baby! Nigga was hype. Then Daniel Bryan came out. Come on, bro.
Man, I heard the Mountain Dew come out your voice, bro.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. You woke up the neighborhood saying Adam Cole, bro? Like, what you?
I was in my room.
Hey, Banks, play that Hood Witch Pablo One. I need
a free Pablo One, bro. Free Pablo One. But also, can we not talk about maybe potentially the match of the year? Also, too, Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks. Come on, man. Come on. And shout out to Larry, too. You predicted that they going to win the titles, and they did. And it was one of the best, probably one of the best AEW matches right now. All far.
Right. So I'm just going to ask you a question. All right. This, because I know we like to get introspective about wrestling on here. So let me ask you a question. For me, personally, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like not knowing what's going to come versus what's going to come. And I personally feel like whoever is running AEW shit, not Tony Khan per se, but who's ever keeping these secrets is doing a poor job, because I feel like, man, because I'm going to say this about the Adam Cole thing, right? We had an idea that he was going to be there. We kind of knew it. Some of us were in denial, but we kind of knew he was gone, right? But we truly did not know. That's one thing I'll say about Adam Cole.
So you really think that? His contract expired. I was like, okay.
No, the reason I say that is because outside of Finn Balor, he was the most important piece on NXT. So I'm just saying we kind of, if anybody was gonna have a last minute, hey, I'm gonna stay moment, it would have been him, right? Because of what he's meant to that company, especially right.
You know,
now,
for him and Triple H.
That's what I'm saying. Like I mean, you can see the Shawn Michaels in him. You can see all that in him, bro. Like, I'm just saying, like, you can see all that. So I figured that was going to be a thing. My whole thing with him, though, is I knew that wasn't a shocker, but that was a big moment. Like, that was a huge moment.
That was a huge moment.
I told y'all a few weeks ago that Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole is going to be the Hall and Nash WCW moment for AEW. Like, there's not going to be a debut that's going to be bigger than that for them. There's no one else they can get that's going to be bigger than that. No one. So, that being said, Bryan Danielson, it's like, what I'm saying is we basically knew this was going to happen. So, like, when you say greatest pay-per-view, like, I understand that you love the indie style and you love the style of wrestling with AEW, right? But I'm going to ask you a subjective question. I just want you to answer.
Go ahead.
Have your opinion, my brother. Yeah. Did any moment on that AEW pay-per-view beat Seth Rollins cashing in at WrestleMania 31?
Okay, so that right there, what you're saying is a moment. That's a moment right there as well. That moment right there was amazing. I remember actually watching that, and I was like, "Whoa, that." I don't know, man.
Okay, I'm gonna take it even more recent. Did any moment on that pay-per-view beat Roman Reigns popping up literally out of nowhere last year and beating the dog shit out of Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman after their match, and basically confirming the heel turn that we have been asking for years?
See, with that one though, too, like, we didn't expect him to come back and do that, but I feel like still that it was good, but it's not like how it was with AEW in this pay-per-view last. Don't get me wrong, that Seth Rollins one was very, like, he almost hit home with that one. Now, that one was really good. I will say also another one that's probably, that's a huge moment and that got a crazy reaction out of me was when Undertaker lost in WrestleMania to Brock Lesnar down the street. That one got me to me as well. That's a crazy moment right there as well. But when I say all those are moments. When I'm talking about pay-per-view, as in everything was good, this pay-per-view right here is one of the best pay-per-views in the last 10 years. I'm not saying ever, because there's better pay-per-views than this one, but this pay-per-view right here, last 10 years, is number one.
I'm not putting that shit over WrestleMania 30 or 31. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out there. Yeah. Nelson, you can chime in at any time, bro. Like, listen, I respect it, but
no, I respect your. I respect
yeah. No. You know, it's all love, bro. Because all right, here's the conversation that we all need to have. And Nelson, I'll let you go first with this. What the fuck is Andrade finna do? What the fuck is Miro finna do with this log jam?
No, Miro is at a good space right now with the belt. He had a good match with Eddie Kingston, which was really good. I didn't really care for the ending, but whatever. I don't know who the hell is going to take that belt from Miro, because he's really dominant right now. As for Andrade's, see, that one is kind of in, because we were supposed to get that pack
All right.
in the Andrade match all out,
So,
which I was very excited for.
This is what I'm saying, right?
Mhm.
Pac, Miro, Andrade, Malachi Black. I can keep going down the line of ex WWE guys. If Brody Lee was still here, rest in peace, I would say his name too, right? And even some of the homemade, quote unquote, AEW guys, the Orange Cassidys of the world, people like that, right? You have these guys who were brought over. And it's like, we're going to make them into stars. We're going to do this, that, and third. And I'm not going to sit here and act like they don't have their popularity. I'm not going to sit there and act like that. You know, it's been great to see these guys, right? But a lot of those guys that left, talked all that big ass cap, as the kids would say, are in the same exact spot that they were in when they were complaining about the E. And depending on how AEW goes in their direction, they may still be in the same damn spot that they were so mad and upset with. I'm not going to say they're going to be sitting and catering with nothing to do, but a lot of these guys, you know, talked the cap like they were going to come over and be the champ, like not the mid champ, the main champ. So that's all I got. Nelson, you go ahead, man. I know I've been going on. Go ahead, my guy.
I'm gonna let Banks go first.
Okay.
If Banks has anything to say.
No. Couple of things. I understand why Marcel would say that. This is not. I would never take, any swipes at him in a derogatory way. He is 27 years old now. So 26, I'm sorry. So 26 years old. And to say that that's not a bad thing just because 10 years ago he was 16 years old. That's not a huge gap in between time because everybody goes by a time in the calendar that was set, not that long ago. It ain't that long ago that all this was set. With that being said, I can understand why he's saying that. My review based on what I saw with the pay-per-view, I thought for sure it might be pay-per-view of the year as far as pro wrestling. Just because we only got 3 months left. So if safe to say that, probably had match of the year with the Lucha Bros versus the Bucksy Youth in the cage match. I really enjoyed that match with Walter and Dragunov at NXT. Yeah, that was a great match as well. So it was 1A,
that was
1B,
brutality, bro.
Yeah, that was good. That was a very good match.
Yeah, which this match was. I enjoyed the Britt Baker, Chris Statlander match as well. I thought that was good. For the most part, overall, this card had solid matches. So here's the thing. Here's my thought I've been having since yesterday. This is off of somebody who's personally in my top 5 favorite workers of all time, being Mick Foley, and what he said about WWE.
I was gonna bring this up, but okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so with that, it's the old guy who I won't say is out of touch because it's disrespectful, but I feel like a lot of the old guys, hell, even the new people, they don't particularly understand when Vince says sports entertainment, he had a vision. In order to get to where you're going, you got to have the vision now and you execute your plan. This has been 30 plus years or whenever he took over the mantle from his pops that was dying at the time. When he brought the territories, being Vince Jr., the whole idea was sports entertainment. He said in 95, 96, whenever to Ted Turner. Ted Turner said, I'm in the pro wrestling business. Vince didn't said, I'm in the sports entertainment business. Now, we got to this point because a year ago, they made their biggest financial earnings ever. And that's because they didn't have to travel. And then cut to January this year with the NBC deal dropping and them being on the Peacock Network. I think that deal was 1.5 bill, 1.2 bill, just a lot of money.
Right.
I don't think what goes on happens unless you get a Bianca Belair, a Montez Ford, a couple other athletes that's a part of NXT. Now, cut to now with the change of NXT. They said a report came out or whatever, a leak came out a couple weeks ago that they said, or a month ago, we want people that's young, we want people that's not indie wrestlers, kind of, and we don't want small people. With that being said, if you see the recruits that they just got, you see who they got being one of the Fatu brothers, the youngest one.
Yes, sir.
It's now
Rick
going toward
Rick Steiner's son. Yeah, like
Oh,
you
really?
got
I didn't know
him.
that. Okay, shout out.
Yeah, you got Rick Steiner's son. You got the big young kid that's from Florida that with all the hand tattoos and shit. So now in Gable Stevenson, is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Gable Stevenson's brother.
Yeah.
You got Parker. We talked about it last week. Parker Bordeaux, who he looks like Brock, which they gotta do. They have to do a backstage skit or something with them passing each other at some point in time. Like if Brock look at that little dude and say, "Who's your mom?" Like I promise, I'm gonna be dying laughing. But
Stable.
Continue. All right, continue, bro.
Right. So you got that, and then you got, I think Stevenson, he actually signed. He said the paperwork is coming in. He had a picture with Vince recently, so more than likely he's signing. The point is, it's a look, it's a build, it's what they're doing now. We want more professional athletes because now we can sell it more so a TV show, American Gladiator-esque, but except for its wrestling involved. Now, let's talk about what just happened this past Sunday and how it relates to what I'm talking about with Mick Foley. I think because this is happening so fast with WWE and that they are getting rid of most of the former indie talent, former older workers, that people aren't seeing the evolution of what WWE is becoming. It's becoming exactly what I'm saying, in my opinion, just seeing it from the outside looking in. So the AEWs in the indie scene works for those that at this point, I have nothing else to prove. Let me go kick it with my homeboys. That's basically what Adam Cole said, because he had nothing else to prove. Let's say if Adam Cole would have went to the main card, if he would have been buried, these marks would have said the same thing. But let's say if he would have won the WWE title at WrestleMania and then he stayed for 2 or 3 years, they would say he's underutilized. So either way, motherfuckers gonna say what they gonna say. Do what the fuck you want. And that's what he did. Now, cut to Daniel Bryan's son. Literally, it's nothing else I can do. It's nothing else for me to accomplish. I started the whole thing of having little men in WWE for the most part being on the mainstream stage, and we saw that at WrestleMania. Without that happening, Seth Rollins probably don't get the title a year later, cashing in the Money in the Bank for an important main event that had Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, who at that point they were building to make the guy, and the fucking marks complained about Roman Reigns being a guy, but that's neither here nor there. So Daniel Bryan, I won that WrestleMania. That's the Mecca to win the title. I've won mid-card titles. I put Kofi Kingston over. What the fuck else?
I had a comedy tag team with Kane that was more over than the world champion run. Yes.
That was over.
In the Yes movement, I've done everything I can as an actual indie worker to then get into the mainstream stage. So, and then he had to retire. Then he came back. Then he had another run. So, and got the title. So, what else can I do? Okay, I still want to wrestle. Let me go over there where I don't have to work as much and I can have matches with guys that I've always wanted to have. Now, let's get to yesterday. Apparently, Sean Ross, if I'm not mistaken, put a report out, and he said that Kevin Owens is getting out his contract sooner than later. Kevin Owens then proceeded to tweet out the coordinates to the Mount Rushmore or whatever, and that alluded to something that that faction he had with the Bucks of Youth and Adam Cole. He deleted it right after. He didn't delete it because he like, oh shit, I'm outed. He's too smart of a guy. He did that. Some people just delete shit, so he'll be like, catch it now. You better catch it now, because when it's deleted, you're gonna have to look for it. But it's all code wording. It's all marketing. That's where we at today, as you can see with everything that has happened with CLB release, and then the Matrix trailer is insane how they marketing that. So you have to be different in the way. Now, the funny thing is, I feel like on Sunday when I was recording, I told somebody, I was like, yeah, Adam Cole, 5-year deal. He getting around $1 million or so. And then that happened. And it was like, it's funny how the universe works. So let's say if Adam Cole goes over there, cool. Somebody else that has nothing else to prove at all. Now, let me cut this off, or let me cut my soliloquy off by saying simply the same thing I think I told Larry. I've been telling people all week. I'm going to say it this year. I'm going to say it for the rest of my life, whenever, whatever. The beautiful thing about pro wrestling now is we are at the best time. If I don't want to watch WWE, cool. I'm a wrestling guy. I watch indie wrestling. I like just wrestling. I don't care about promotions. I got ROH, New Japan. I got AEW. I got GCW. Keep going on and on and on. It's like, if I want that, I got that. If I want to watch WWE, I have that. Literally right now is the best time. So if these guys, these older guys that we've been seeing on WWE, and they have classic matches, they decide to go to the other side, that's fine. There is no war. You know how war works. Whoever got the most guns and the resources win. Cut to Vince McMahon. He has been ready for war forever. People want to literally kill him from those old territories that he bought out back in the 80s.
Right.
He knows how to prepare for war. He not concerned about this. Literally, he's like, yo, y'all go over there. Cool. Because I'm trying to look out for what's best for y'all, too. I think people have this demented mindset. Is Vince McMahon a demented person in some type of way?
Absolutely.
You don't make $1 billion without being some type of psychopath. Cut to Kanye that we talked about. Just when you get to that certain tax bracket, you kind of lose your shit and you'll take on reality. But the thing is with him is he probably is not holding them back from doing what they're doing. People have actually said that as well. For all the wrong they say Vince be doing, he do some right shit. But people always want to say it's his fault. It's his fault. Yo, if I own a multi-billion-dollar company, I can't pay attention to every motherfucking single thing that go on, bro. Like the whole thing that happened with Mickey James, and they said, oh, well, her clothes are thrown in the garbage can and whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Everybody like, what's Vince doing? Nigga, I don't know. I ain't the fucking janitor, but I will find, but I got the money to find out who the fuck did it because I rented out that venue because I'm the boss. That's simply how it works in life. And then for all that bullshit, why don't y'all go talk to Bruce Pritchard? Go talk to him. Excuse me. Go talk to Bruce Pritchard about things like that. He said he was high on Adam Cole, that a report came out. But then some people said, nah, we was going to make him a manager. It's fine. Adam Cole and I believe Daniel Bryan, CM Punk said the same thing. Even CM Punk said, I really ain't got no problems with them like that. Literally, I went to this company because I like how they handled Brody Lee passing. Now, a lot of people said that when it happened in December. God bless Brody Lee and his family. A lot of people was like, damn, WWE ain't really shouting him out like that. But AEW did a whole show. That will make some workers be like, damn, they actually care about us here because you aren't under a huge corporation. Yes, the daddy, Tony Khan, his pops, or whatever, owns the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tony Khan living out the silver spoon money. That's really how it's supposed to work in life. But that's going to be another topic for another podcast about how that shit should work. But you got to train your kids and learn how to work. Anyhow, it's not a big deal if these old workers go over there. The reason why this was so great, like Larry said, is because, or like you said, it was kind of off, is because you heard reports about Daniel Bryan. We've been hearing those reports for about months now, but we didn't know if it was real. CM Punk really spoiled this. Yeah, CM Punk really spoiled this. Apologize, I'm talking a lot, so that's why I'm kind of jumping over my words, everybody. But CM Punk said this 2 weeks ago. He spoiled all this shit about Daniel Bryan. I was like, bro, you talking too much. But at the same time, it ain't really a problem because you kind of know it was gonna happen. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I would have been quiet too. We go by a different code here. You know what I mean? We don't snitch. But with him, he probably was like, fuck it, it's gonna happen anyway. But he didn't need to say anything. The case with Adam Cole, I kind of knew he was going just because it's been about a week. It's not because he said, hey, I'm not doing my Twitch. I'll be back with y'all. It's literally because you ain't seen him.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't see him. He, he kept teasing and alluding it. But I guess with Adam Cole, it was one of those like, all right. But it goes in all what you're saying, bro. Like I said, excuse me for cutting you off, bro. It goes what you're saying though. Like, I think people really have their perception of Vince McMahon. Like, I think people have started to believe that he is the Vince McMahon character from TV. And I think that they really believe Vince is just like, livid about some of these guys leaving. But at the same time, bro, like, who do we put on the Mount Rushmore all the time? Banks, Bret Hart. We literally watch Vince watch Bret Hart leave, right? After that whole debacle. Now he calls it himself, but I'm saying Bret Hart dipped, right? But we still saw a whole new era pop up right after he left.
Yep.
So the thing is this, like, I just, for me, it's all a time will tell thing. But for the people that are trying to write the E off, it's like, bruh, like you just said, it comes to guns and money, right? One thing about AEW that they cannot do is they cannot sell their whole intellectual property the way WWE can right now. And the thing is, like you said, Vince is playing that long con. He got the bag from Fox for the SmackDown deal. He licensed the network. Keyword, not sold, licensed the network with the Peacock deal. By the time that ends and it's time to re-up, he could go to Disney, bro. He could sell all that to Disney. He could keep on doing these little deals and keep on maneuvering. And then even the board of directors after him could do the same thing. But the thing is, you have to understand is the E ain't going nowhere, man. And again, it's all about what you like. So for me, I watched SummerSlam, and I'm not gonna again, we all got pissed off at certain moments of SummerSlam, but again, like, bruh, that moment when Brock came out was electric, bruh. Like, because again, going back to kind of what I said earlier, you had an idea that okay, maybe Brock was gonna come back, but you had no idea he was coming out after the Roman match. We all thought it was gonna be for Lashley. So when he comes out and it's for Roman, it's like wow. And then 2 days from now, MSG. Oh yeah, bro, it's going up when Brock come out. Like it's going up. So it's just what you like, man. Like I said, I salute to All Elite Wrestling for doing what they've been able to do in under 2 years. But I'll just end it by saying it's gonna be real interesting these next few months because what did Daniel Bryan say a long time ago? These fans are fickle as hell. So I'm going to be real interested to see these fans when some of their favorites don't go over and the way that they have been so elitist about one company. Because Banks, you watch wrestling as a whole. You don't just watch AEW and WWE. You watch all of it. The issue is a lot of people and some of these quote unquote journalists and people who talk about this shit, they're elitist too. So if their favorite wrestler goes,
Oh shit! Did we lose Larry?
Yeah, we lose Larry.
Oh man, the elite hacked his internet.
Right. Nelson, you got anything to say? And then if we get Larry back, we'll just close out on that mark.
Y'all have all very equal points, and I agree. So I'm gonna leave with love. So All Out was pretty good. The Lucha Bros Young Bucks match is my favorite match. It dragged a little bit, but regardless, there were still some good moments on it. I mean, overall, I like the pay-per-view was pretty good. Y'all know, like I was flying back from Puerto Rico back into Charlotte, so I couldn't really. I was kind of watching matches in and out, but caught some good highlights. Like, I could go into CM Punk was, motherfuckers acting like he was a superstar, but bruh, that 8 years of Ring Rust showed.
Yep.
Christian Cage and Omega was. The appearances were great from Cole and Bryan, but I agree with what y'all said, and like it kind of I echo the same sentiments. Like I think this whole we've talked about how wrestling Twitter kind of crept into like, and we're gonna get into it in October when we talk about the NBA season because we will preview that. But wrestling Twitter, the way wrestling Twitter is, has crept into like sports Twitter in general with social media. How fans are just extremely fickle. Like like there are people who are like, oh, they took what Mick Foley said and turned it into a very fickle thing where Mick Foley kind of like said it from a sincere place in the sense, like I understood what he was trying to say, and he didn't seem fickle about it, but people painted it into a fickle thing, if that makes sense. You know, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like he was saying it in like, listen, this is constructive. I don't hate Vince. I'm not fickle. I'm not bitter because if it ain't for what he did in WWE or WWF at the time, we might not have talked about Mick Foley the way we do now or revere him now. He understands where he understands what WWE is, but he did have some valid criticisms, which, cool. To each his own. He came with it from a right perspective and a state of mind and a right tone about it. But the thing is, everybody turns shit fickle. Like I feel like people don't understand and this is not against like Marcel. You like AEW, so I'm not putting this against because you understand this. We've discussed this. WWE is a 40, 50, 60-year-old organization.
Yeah,
it's been around since like the 60s.
WWE's been around since the WWF in the 60s or 70s, and then they bought the CWA. They bought, obviously, we know about Vert Gagne. They bought AWA and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We know how Vince got down. We know how Vince's pops got down. I think people forget like WWE is damn near a 50-year, whatever you want to call it, enterprise, conglomerate, organization, almost damn near a monopoly for fucking 10 years. Like, bro, this is a company that has signed $2 billion deals or $3 billion deals in the last 4 or 5 years.
Right. That's a
like,
point.
There's sports entertainment, and Vince understands that. And the thing is, and what y'all was saying with Daniel Bryan, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm happy. Bryan Danielson left, and he's gonna go with his buddies at AEW. Like that's fine because at the end of the day, people are trying to act like Bryan Danielson is not a WWE guy. Like, and people are trying to act like this guy didn't have a career. Like this guy didn't have a career at WWE. Daniel Bryan's was there for what, almost 10 years? More
over
than 10 years?
Or more,
12
years.
Over 12 years, right. But then if you give or take, obviously, the time he took off with the neck injury, and all those things, you could say 9-10 years. But, like, people are doing this whole thing about him, and I'm not going to hold you. I'm a little worried. Y'all good over there? I'm a little worried because if you ask me, what he said in his statement should have had everybody shut up around this man. Because he said it himself. He says, listen, I wanted to go wrestle more. Vince was a little bit overprotective. But do you say it's overprotective or is Vince protecting his investment?
See, and my bad earlier, it cut me off.
No, you cool.
But if you notice, bruh, it's like, out of all the people recently, right? It's like Edge basically told Vince, like, look, man, AEW is trying to come, and he did what he had to do, right? And you can feel how you want to feel about Edge, but if you look at the track record of these stars that have been injured or hurt to a certain degree, even going back to Punk, even though he has the issue with the WWE medical team, going back to that, Vince ain't. If you are a little concussed or anything, Vince would much rather, call an audible than to have you out there going crazy, bro. Like, I mean, it's the reason why we don't have Paige on TV. It's the reason why Daniel Bryan was gone for so long. And it's like, I'm not trying to act like Daniel Bryan is like Mickey Rourke and the wrestler or nothing like that, but it's like you can tell, like, Dog literally has admitted that this is like an urge for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he doesn't know how to quench it because, honestly and truthfully, bro, like, I know he wants to face the younger talent, and he's in good shape. He can still go, so it works, right? But honestly and truthfully, if he retires today, has he not had a Hall of Fame career on the Indies and the E? So it's really all of this stuff that he's doing now at this point is a give me. It's just he cemented his legacy long ago. So it was interesting to me when he kind of interjected himself in that Edge Roman match, because it's like, bro, do you really need this? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you really and truly? Because in my opinion, y'all can correct me, I feel like that match he had on SmackDown was way more important than that WrestleMania main event he had. Personally,
I'm gonna cut you off real quick. I feel like he didn't need to be in that triple threat match. I was perfectly fine seeing Roman and Edge go 1-on-1, and that's what they was really building up for. And then out of nowhere, they just put Daniel Bryan in. I'm like, he just lost to Roman. What the fuck he's here for? So that's a valid point that you said, that it was just a gimme, and I just want to, wrestle one more time in WWE. Not technically one more time. I just want to wrestle because I get to face Roman Reigns and Edge. It's like you said, it's kind of like it's an addiction basically what he got going on right now.
Yeah,
which is
but
valid what you just said.
And niggas killed me, right? Because and Punk started it, but with this whole like how Vince treats people thing. When Dean Ambrose was leaving the E, Vince was trying to convince him to stay. He even gave them a whole network special, right? So this is my thing with Daniel Bryan. Okay, you clearly know that you want to go to another company because you want to do stuff. And he even talked about how the E offered him to go to Japan and, crossover stuff like that, right? So here's my thing. Before you go, Marcel, here's my only thing with his last Mania match. Now keep in mind that triple threat was fire. I ain't gonna sit here and cap like it would. I love that triple threat match, right? But here's the thing. You had a retirement match on SmackDown in the Thunderdome, and that's, for what we see, is basically your last WWE match.
Right.
He loves, Claudio, he loves all these guys. He could have had a much if they would have said this is Daniel Bryan's last match in WWE, they would have gave it to him in Mania, because one, Vince is smart enough to know, okay, what benefits him is also going to benefit me. Because again, when it may be niggas who never watch AEW will say, I'm just going to keep watching the E, and they're going to watch Daniel Bryan's last match. So it just confuses me why he interjected himself so much. Now, if he truly was stuck in between on wanting to stay, then I can get that. But it's like, bruh, this ain't like he interjected to get in the open match or on the card. He got on the main event.
Card. Yep.
Like, he disrupted a whole program to get here. And it's like, bruh, like, he could have easily had his retirement match against Seth Rollins. Hell, for that, Daniel Bryan could have went to NXT, called out Adam Cole. They could have had the match in Mania, and that could have been the cross-promotional. Because guess what? At the end of the day, we don't give a damn how we get there as long as the match is fire. It don't fucking matter. Mm-hmm. So it just, like I said, it didn't make sense. And, a lot of people are taking shots. But, what Roman said in his off-work promos and interviews is true. It's not as easy as y'all think it is to be the guy. And it's starting to show. Like I said, we can sit here and say run from the grind and stuff like that, jokingly, but in all honesty, it's not easy having that pressure of that conglomerate on you, bro. And
did Adam Cole run from the grind?
I'm gonna say he did, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. One thing about the E that we have known tried and true. If you are not the quote unquote guy, right? And this still applies to the guy. You have to be a multifaceted character. Because any guy that you say outside of Bret Hart, which again, he's the most legitimate champion, let Vince tell it, based on how he's built. What have they all done? Comedy. Shawn Michaels. comedy. Triple H, comedy. Kurt Angle, comedy. The Rock, Stone Cold. John, do I need to go on? You know what I'm saying? Even Roman, to a certain degree, in some of his Shield bits, had some comedy, right? So it's like the character that Adam Cole is, yeah, you can, have a few little bits with him and stuff, but it's like what you can get away with in NXT is not going to work on the main roster.
Right,
it's just not going to happen.
Yeah,
and
because when it comes, I'm sorry to cut you off. When it comes to the NXT, it's more what
wrestling
and what Triple H was getting onto was more indie, in which why people love NXT so much in its heydays more than the main roster, because the main roster is more about entertainment, as what Banks would say is sports entertainment. Triple H was doing the wrestling part of the aspect of NXT. So go ahead, Larry. Go ahead.
But and going with your point, but the reason why this change also needs to happen, and by the way, if we didn't say it already, feel how you want to feel, man. I don't wish no ill. You niggas is sick. Get well soon, Triple H.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Get well soon, man. Get well soon, man.
If he out of here, then it's going to be a sad day in wrestling.
Yeah, because now you're gonna have people coming back and backtracking on what they felt or what they said. Like we can talk about how we feel about a person's character work and how they've done, and things, but at the end of the day, this is still real people we talking about. So anyway, but to go on to say this, bro, but have you not noticed that since his NXT really changed over, ironically, I'll say NXT really started taking its next steps during the Sami Zayn, Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens, Balor era, right? That's when it all started to really change, right? That takeover New York they had with the Sasha Bailey match, I feel like that was their turning point, right? But have we not noticed that all of the NXT champions, to a certain degree, with the exception of Gargano and maybe a few others, have you not noticed that they all come up with no character? If we really want to go back and look at this, I'm not saying that they're boring. I'm just saying when it comes to the entertainment aspect of a character, it only goes so far. Like Keith Lee's character only goes so far. Shinsuke Nakamura's character only goes so far. Bobby Roode was a flair gimmick. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me started on Karrion Kross. I'm just, you get what I'm saying? You get where I'm going with this. So
right.
If you are trying to develop talent for the next level, then you need to develop what you're developing it for. If it ain't finna be, and that's another thing too, takeover, it's whatever, bro. You're going to get your 20 minutes to shine, bro. But another thing about the E, and another thing about that Nelson was saying about running from the grind, no, you're not going to have your 25, 30-minute slappers every week. You're going to have these 7 to 10-minute matches, bro. Get your shit off. And if you can't get it off with that style, it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, SmackDown is a 2-hour show. And sorry, Vince going to let them ads run, buddy. You ain't getting no picture-to-picture on Fox. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to get the matches off. So I think he ran from the grind to be with his buddies. And I mean, if that's what he wanted to do, hey, that's cool, but I don't want to hear he was underutilized, because nigga, he had plenty of chances. He had plenty of chances prior to this damn, thing. And that's another thing that our co-host and special guest last week, Graham, was talking about. Salute the Graham Public Enemies. Bruh, you can sit there and be with the Guppies in NXT all day and make yourself look good. It's fine. But when you got to go to that main roster, that shit hit different, bro. And one thing about what Mick Foley is saying, I understand the criticism of what Mick Foley is saying, but at the same time, Mick Foley got to realize you got over because you had 4 different faces and personalities.
You had characters.
You had characters, and you were able to work. If we just basing Mick Foley off of Cactus Jack, that's 2 years in the E. You feel me? Not including Dude Love, not including Mankind, not including his role as a commissioner. You know what I'm saying? So he had character. Yeah, Austin was a great worker, but Austin also was hilarious as hell, even as a heel. You know what I'm saying?
heel run that's when he showed his comedy side for sure.
I mean, but even I know which side. I know you're talking about the 01 Marcel, but even prior to that, when he first came to E in '96, like, come on, Austin 316, he was a heel when he said that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That Survivor Series '96 promo where he told Shawn Michaels, "I ain't no sexy boy. I don't dance, son." Like, yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to have certain characteristics. And again, if you don't have characteristics, then, you know, you have to flesh it out with certain ways, which is why I respect, like I said, I respect the E, because again, like AEW got their managers, they got Tully Blanchard doing top rope moves and shit, man. Like, Paul Heyman's facial expressions will never be duplicated, bruh. When that nigga heard Brock Lesnar's music at SummerSlam, he was cowering in fear, my guy.
Bruh.
Like, he was like, what is going on? And see, we have another banger of a match with Roman and Brock coming up, right? But everybody is talking about, what is Paul gonna do? That to me is storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, if you are there for a story and the promos and the build-up, then you should be going to the E. If you're there for the great matches and for the atmosphere, then it's AEW. So again, just like what you like, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool. I'm gonna agree with that and just go forward. That's how I feel. Like, all right, if we're at the point where WWE is strictly sports entertainment. You have your wrestling, of course. Like, they're great athletes. Like, we're not gonna sit here and fucking lie as if Roman Reigns is not one, if not number 2 in the world right now. Like,
talk about that next week.
I'm not, man. Fuck, bro. Them PWI motherfuckers on a payroll. Nobody want payroll.
It's going to pro.
Man.
Don't fall for it.
Hey, man.
Stay on task.
Hey, that P and PWI don't stand for pro. It stands for payroll. But anyways,
Luke, stay on task.
Nah, man. That P stand for payroll, man. Get the fuck out of here with that
Use
bullshit.
the force, Luke.
That motherfucker Dave Meltzer be fucking swimming in them papers from 1982, jerking off to the road. And you know what? Nah, I ain't go. Never mind.
He's not PWI, but
he be using them. He be using them fucking wrestling. The wrestling newsletters from 1982 as nut rags. But anyways,
we're gonna talk about that next week. I got some shit about to say about that. I'm biased on number 1 and 2 spot.
Bruh. Anyways, hey, bro. And listen, my number 1 wrestler doesn't dress like he fucking peddled drugs at the China Club. Anyways, so I'm gonna continue. Let me say this, man. I think, like, AEW is just strictly wrestling, and WCW. Well, it's basically WCW, but whatever it is. It's turning into that. But let's not get into that. I'm not gonna go into that whole thing. But with WWE, I think it's sports entertainment. It's everything where AEW is the wrestling, and we could like both. That's the problem with, like, fans now. Like, they don't understand you can like fucking both. Like, you can go watch GCW, you can go watch Ring of Honor, even though Ring of Honor ain't what it is no more. You can still watch Ring of Honor. You can still watch Impact. You can watch NWA Power. You can watch, like, bro, there's fucking wrestling on every day of the week.
So is.
Damn fucking day, bro.
But that's just in life. I mean, because I know we wrapping up the pod now. But that's just in life, bro. Like, you can like both. Like, right. I don't care for Drake, right? But if I'm around a young lady and she wants to listen to some Drake, I'm not so above listening to Drake. Because, like I said, some Kendrick Lamar music is going to scare the ladies. So I am not Nah, that one's actually fire. Love You Was Complicated.
That is fire.
But yeah, it's true. Just to match your point, bro, like, you can like both, bro. Like, I know we get on, my young guy here for loving his zesty Castlevania music, right? But at the same time, especially if you know how to control crowds.
Hey, man, listen. I may want to take my shirt off and my girl may stop breathing. That's cool. Like, balance, baby.
Whole Lot of Red is a classic. We're not gonna do that. I'm waiting for that Narcissist album on Monday.
Man, I'm just saying. Listen. Listen, like,
Nah, go ahead.
Listen, when Dialect came out and Mileage came out, I had to rethink my life. I had to say, do I really like this, or am I?
That was the same thing for me. Like, I'm like, am I really like Playboy Cardi now? Because
no, not Playboy Cardi. I've been a Playboy Cardi fan. I'm talking about what he's talking about in the song about Mileage. I'm like, okay, this is fire, but I don't agree with him. But this is fire.
Yeah, man. But that's the thing. Like, you could like a little bit of everything. But I will say this though, because we can say Adam Cole was running from the grind. I will admit, because we could have gone listen, Adam Cole could have been giving us weekly great matches with Damian Priest every 10 minutes, and I would have been satisfied with that, more than happy. But I feel like, even though this is great for AEW and this helps them, because like we know, and like I said before, WWE is damn near a half a century old company. AEW is a 3-year-old company that had to deal with a pandemic in its infancy. So you have to put that bigger picture out there, which a lot of motherfuckers don't understand. And that's on them. I'm not, whatever. It is what it is. They just don't see the whole vision. I do think, though, and Larry, you mentioned it, Marcel, you mentioned it, we're going to get those think pieces again about certain wrestlers, especially a certain 2 wrestlers that we had the same conversation, that people had the same conversation with 2 months ago. Andrade and Alice. Well, now he's Malachi Black, but yeah.
All I'm gonna say is this, Bubba. When that boy Cody Rhodes comes in, he comes back and he starts taking that spotlight again. When Cody Rhodes comes in and starts doing his Triple H impersonation, baby, I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna get wicked out here.
Well, speaking of Cody Rhodes,
and one more thing.
Go ahead.
Nah, I won't. Man, fuck Cody. But anyways, one more thing, man. I just want to say real quick. I think though, with Adam Cole, because yes, he didn't run from the grind, and we're not gonna sit here like he did not. He wanted to be with his friends. He wanted to be with his boys. Listen, more power to you in the Lord year of 2021. Fortunately, you did well far enough for yourself where you had the decision to make that. You made that decision. That's cool. But let's be honest here, he was running from the grind. I do think, though, Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan going to, I keep calling him Bryan Danielson, whatever. Well, especially Adam Cole. It is his name. It's basically Shawn Michaels. He did the same thing.
Hey, listen, Banks called him Dan Bryanson earlier, so hey,
listen,
cool.
listen. Daniel Bryan did Daniel Bryan did the Shawn Michaels. He was trained by him 6'2". That's 1 degree separation. Another story for another day. Anyways,
I'm gonna fuck up some names.
I'm gonna pass the blunt on that analogy. But anyways, but I'm gonna say this though, real quick.
Rule on the podcast: we call you what Vince call you. If Vince call you Daniel, I'm calling you Daniel.
Hey man, but that is a fact. But I'm gonna say though, I think that this puts Adam Cole dipping, and like us having this conversation, and a lot of people who actually watch and pay attention, like shout to Black Announce Table, Public Enemies, Black Wrestling, shout to First Black Champ, shout to everybody who like pays attention and watches this shit. But I will say that to say this. I think Adam Cole leaving is going to put a bigger light on Gargano and Ciampa in the sense of, like you going to go over there or you going to come up to the main roster and you're going to show that you can really wrestle. And you're not just a wrestler. You can be a fucking character too.
But see,
I think it puts a bigger light on those type of guys who have been at NXT for a while and didn't make the jump to the main roster and chose to stay down there. I think that puts a bigger point on those people who were once the top of the line guys who, obviously Finn went to the main roster. Obviously, the Shield in their respective ways went to the main roster. Samoa Joe went to the main roster. Keith Lee's on the main roster. But obviously, Keith Lee had his health concerns, but he's on the main roster. Damian Priest. You look at Karrion Kross now. That shit. Like, I think Cole dipping, like, really, and us, this whole running from the grind thing, which, if you want to say it's a narrative, cool, but there is some fact to it, I think, in my opinion. But again, opinions are fact. Opinions aren't facts and whatever. But I think that sheds a bigger light on those people because it's like, okay, are you going to do the same thing? Are you going to dip because you ain't want to go to the main roster and do what the main roster did? Do you want to just go be with your boys?
See, I'm gonna keep it a bug, and I'm gonna end it. I'm done. We can end the podcast here, drop our socials, all that, bruh. You just hit the nail on the head. When one door closes, another one opens up, bruh. Triple H was bullshitting with that whole, curtain call moment. He was supposed to be King of the Ring 96. He did that. Vince goes to Austin, tells him it's your time. Austin loved Triple H, but he's like, yes, sir. And what did he do? He took that shit and ran with it, bro.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. All these guys dipping out.
You opening up the door for somebody else.
Bruh. It's time.
It's cool. You see the rebrand. The rebrand is there, bro.
It's time for Priest. It's time for some of the guys that are not on TV right now, who I think with this draft coming up are gonna get there. It's time for Angel Garza. It's time for
Boo.
You're crazy.
Oh,
It's time.
I do not like Angel Garza.
It's time for we've seen even guys like Apollo Crews and just different guys. Like it's been time for those guys. Hell, you want to talk about somebody who needs to shit or get out the pot? Ricochet. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time for these guys who don't have, who were, I don't want to hear
He's leaving next.
Well, I mean, he can be the token nigga over there. That's fine. Like, him and Cedric Alexander can be the token niggas over there. That's perfectly fine.
Man, he just gonna be a licensed Scorpio Sky, but okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna get racial over there, and then we're gonna have think pieces about that shit.
Right.
But it's all cool. Like, it's fine. Like they're gonna do what they want to do.
Like, especially Priest could have dipped. Priest could have been like, nah, I'm too old for this. Like, I'm good.
Bruh. And that's another thing. That's another thing because everybody keeps on talking about these old guys, bro. Priest is out there living it up. Bruh, he came in through the
way too sexy bag now.
Yeah, I think he's having fun.
Came in through the Rumble. He could have been like, "Oh, I ain't trying to do this gimmick match." Let Bad Bunny cook. Had his moment. You know what I'm saying? And he's showing that he's willing to do these. So I'm gonna be 100 with you. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a world title run. Not now, but eventually. Like, they're building him up. Thing with Keith Lee, they're gonna build his character up. You know what I'm saying? They've got time with a lot of these characters. And again, bro, like we being misogynistic, not really, but we talking about all the men, dog, all the women they got in that performance center, bro. Listen. Because Io Shirai got to come up to the main roster.
Come on, man.
Io Shirai's coming up eventually. Tony Storm just popped up. Like, there's a lot of very good women that are wrestlers that are in the performance center or in NXT. Yeah, that easily come through and take somebody's spot. So if any other women want to do I'm going to 8, I bet Vince gonna make that call. I know Paul is rehabbing, but he gonna make that call to Orlando, and somebody You ready?
And another thing is too, and I ended with this, bro. We talking a lot about people going from WWE to AEW. It's gonna get real interesting when you start seeing some of them AEW names pop up in the E or coming back home. Because listen, talk shit, get your little Talkers Jericho interview off, get all this little cool little nerd shit off, get your pro wrestling T plug and all that shit. They all come back. They all come back.
And watch. Bro, if Adam Cole comes back in 3 to 4 years, bro, like he may get something, but everybody's gonna remember, dog, you could have easily went to SmackDown or Raw and got your run.
Oh no,
you want to go hang out with your boys.
I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be the ones like Pac and Andrade was like, I refuse to join. Okay, all right, come on back, come right back.
Hey, man.
Get that Intercontinental Championship real quick. Let's see you shut the fuck up then.
Right.
So,
that's why Priest could have easily been like, nah, I ain't doing it with it. Like, nah, Damian Priest understood the assignment, bro.
And I don't think he ever won the ROH World title either. So he could have easily went back over there, got that title, and then been the big fish in a small pond. But hey, and it's a lot of guys too who have had to go to Impact to build their stock back up and stuff like that. Yep. These guys gonna be back, bro. So I'm just shutting up and I'm gonna let time do its thing. But it just is what it is, man.
Yeah, I think people just don't understand. A lot of wrestling Twitter fans don't understand the bigger picture. As in AEW, like I said, is a very company in damn near its infancy, and WWE is a company that's been here for decades. WWE has been here since we weren't even a thought in our parents, bro. Like, like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, bro,
Exactly.
like this is different. But I think, yes, are these moves big? Yes, I will say that. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we ain't gonna act like Adam Cole is ass. Like, we're not gonna act like Daniel Bryan is like not who he is. Like, we're not gonna act like that. But we are gonna also be honest too, in the same sense of like, bro, like y'all can't act like it's over. Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's not over for WWE. Like, you got Reigns, you got Cena who could come back anytime he wants. You got fucking Brock Lesnar who came back.
You got Demon
Belair.
Finn, dog.
You got Demon Finn about to come back. You got, you still got Edge who, like, I know we have our grievances about Edge, and Edge should go home and be a family man in the words of Guile, but he gave us a decent match. You still got Seth. You still on the Raw side. You still got Lashley. You still got even McIntyre is now back in the good graces of fans. You still got Randy Orton who could go dip. Nah, he's still here.
That's my
You
goat.
got Riddle. You got Priest. You got like, bro, this like, and then we
Keith
could go
Lee.
into the fucking women. We could go into Sasha, Bianca. We could go
Bianca, Bayley,
Becky, Naomi. Like, there's so like people acting like this the same five fucking talent, but meanwhile Roman Reigns went home
next week.
came
No.
back,
Next week. No, sir. Next week. No, sir. No. I got bars from Marcel. It's next week, bro.
I'm gonna let that go.
I'm coming through with the bone lay like Roman did. Like, I'm coming through. So just next week. Bloodline talk next week, bro.
Bloodline.
Hey man, no, like I said, like next week I'm gonna talk about it too, because I got a lot to say about that 1 and 2 spot.
Hey,
I got a lot to say because
someone
did 81 point Kobe. I ain't gonna cap. He did do 81 point Kobe. That's all I gotta say.
Hey man, bro. I'm just gonna say, in the words of the great Joe Anawahi, you done seen this shit before, Joe, and we're gonna talk about it next week.
And over.
We are going to have we're gonna start a dialogue. But for all the people out there, this has been a great episode. Before we wrap up,
go ahead. Quick, rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. I know we said it early before, but we don't
rest in peace.
Just real quick, man. A legend. Great, not just a legend in acting. Like, we could name all the roles. We could talk about Omar and The Wire, how that changed television. I could go on about that. But a great actor, great human being, great person. Like, I've heard nothing, Also a go to dancing, bro. I don't know if y'all know. I put it in our chat, but he did choreograph Crystal Waters' 100% Pure Love video, which is a classic. Yeah. And that man is cool. He just was a very good person, man. Very sweet guy. From what I've heard, I know my mom actually met him in person. Said he was a real cool guy too. So, and I've heard nothing but good stories about him. But good humanitarian too. And also, I would suggest, we know about Boardwalk Empire, The Wire, Community. When they see, bro, like, that man had just so many different roles, but was like still the same, which is great. He was always himself, which is a beautiful thing. But I would suggest watching, if you get Vice, watch. Have you ever seen his show, Black Market?
Yes.
No, I never watched it.
Yes.
Oh, it's really good. It was only they were supposed to do a second season too, I think, because I think they brought it up in February.
Most of it. They say he filmed most of it. So
he did.
So I think season 2 is still gonna come out. But
So basically, with Black Market, he just talks about like stuff with inner city things, or like people that are going on, like, people in poverty that not a lot of people know about. So like, they did one episode on Newark with when carjacking when carjacking, bro.
Legendary episode.
I know about that, bro. When I saw, I'm like, bro, like, I remember hearing about that shit. And people used to tell me, like, bro, if you go to Newark, like, bro, just, if you have to go to Newark, like, bro, do not do shit. Like, bro, be in and out. Like, don't play that. Like, he does one about the fishing, like fishing for endangered species in South Africa. There's one about when lean was really bad. He did one about that. Like, there's 6 episodes, 20 to 30 minutes. It's a very like easy watch, but it's real cool. Like, it's kind of like, it's like if Anthony Bourdain went to the hood and looked at inner city shit. But I would recommend watching Black Market. Obviously, watch all his roles. Obviously, The Wire with Omar. We can even go deeper into that next week, how that character was really powerful. But, obviously, Chalky White Boardwalk Empire, When They See Us. even Community, which I don't watch much of, but he was funny on that too. Like,
and just most importantly, man, just prayers up for his family, man.
Praise
More
and
important
condolences to his family and friends,
prayers
man.
for his families and loved ones.
Man, Godspeed to Michael K. Williams, man, a legend. So, most definitely. But, hey, man, y'all can plug your socials, or I can plug mine first, however y'all want to do it.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead. Actually, Larry, take us home, man. You had the option. I fucked you up. My fault, brother. He just
All right, that was DJ Larry.
DJ Larry, I'm out. Nah. But yeah, man, Volume 38, Show Your Work, the 38th special episode. This was a good one. I'm glad I'm back. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I was glad to come through, talk some shit, but man, follow me at Who Is Original. Like I told y'all, I'm officially back. You know, I went to Bishop Sycamore for a week to be the Spanish teacher. Told me I had to leave. So, but I'm back, man. Follow me for just whatever. Not just between talking shit. You know, the usual. But Marcel, go ahead, bro.
You can find me at Marcel G1017.
Oh man,
60 shot cell block underscore on IG. You know what I'm saying?
Man, like my guy said it, y'all can follow me on there.
Hey man. Hey
If
man,
any nigga wants
fuck everybody.
Any nigga want to smoke on Magic, man, let me know, please.
This is volume you 38 and you still rapping. Like Marcel's favorite rapper once said.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's at DJ Larry 0093 on everything. Y'all stay tapped in, man. We're gonna keep providing y'all with these content. Like, we're gonna keep it going, man. Y'all gonna love us. Y'all gonna get sick of us, but y'all still gonna love us, bro. That's just how it's gonna be, man.
You can follow me at Show Your Work Net. Show Your Work Network on YouTube. Like, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. We on Spotify, we on Apple. Shouts out to my co-host as usual. Some of the best teammates I could ever find. You as strong as the unit around you. Once again, Show Your Work at Show Your Work Net is where you can find me.
Yes, sir.
All right, we out, y'all. We'll catch y'all next week.
Guys. Gunshots.
We'll catch y'all
The
next
nigga
week.